Yo, Sean August, the Haitian sensation, R&B sensation, real nigga blues in your pocket right now. Oh my God. The guy next to me, the guy we have on the pulpit today, and you have to, is it SPERO or SPERO?
It's like spear, like you're throwing a spear.
SPERO.
And hitting a target. SPERO.
Greg SPERO.
Greg SPERO.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Greg SPERO is in the studio, man. He is on the pulpit. He is in church with y'all. We got a live studio audience. Shout out to Mary Allison. She seen us marching on Saturday? Yeah, Juneteenth. We gave away 100 Father's Day t-shirts. So happy Father's Day. Are you a father?
I'm not a father, but I will give you a happy Father's Day.
Thank you, man.
To all the dads.
Shout out to all the freaking dads. We touched a lot of souls. A lot of people had on their freaking shirts. So I thank everybody that was out there marching with us, man. Shout out to Jewel for donating her kids for the day. Shout out to Junior. He was repping. He did not put that picket sign down, not one time. So I know his arms is on fire for the next few days. But shout out to Relly. We was outside sweating earlier. We on week 4, day 1, Insanity Max 30. So shout out to everybody killing a body. But without further ado, man, my brother Greg is here. Are you a praying man, Greg?
You know, I pray in a certain way. I chant. Are you familiar? It's a so you know, I believe. It is every single morning and every night I get in touch with that which is mystical, whatever it is. I mean, a lot of people call it God. Some people call it your Buddha nature, your inner potential. And I chant the words Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which is Japanese. It's Japanese from a monk in the 13th century named Nichiren Daishonin. There's a whole lineage behind it, but it's something Herbie Hancock introduced me to a long time ago. And
did you just say Herbie Hancock? Okay, wait. Let me get my flex bells ready because I just feel like you about to drop a lot of flexes. Shout out to Herbie Hancock for shouting game to my brother G over here. So, and when you say Namyo Renge Kyo, I automatically think of Tina Turner. Did I say it right?
It is it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
And yes, Tina Turner practiced the same form of Buddhism. That's the thing that helped Tina Turner turn her life around. And like, you know, get through the insane hardship that she was facing, all with, yeah, I mean, you know, all the shit she went to.
To live is to struggle. Buddhist teaching, right or wrong?
Correct.
To struggle is to desire material things, right or wrong?
Well, okay, so then you're getting into certain forms of Buddhism that when you, so the first one that existence is suffering. That is the fundamental teaching of Buddhism, that like in this life, and you know, it's true. Like,
yeah.
what can you say? Like to be alive is to struggle, is to suffer, and the goal is to thrive in the context of that suffering and bring out what we call your Buddha nature, which is your infinite potential as a human being to manifest in an incredible, like, godly existence on this earth during our lifetime. Like that's the point.
But to get to that nature, you have to suffer first.
Well, it's not that you have to suffer first. You're always suffering. Even when you get there, you're suffering. You know, Jesus died on the cross. He was suffering. But he was Jesus. And he was God. Like, he was godly and he was God, but he was suffering still.
Every day.
And so that the teachings are the same in the different religions of, like, you don't escape the suffering, but you can manifest this infinite, like, you know, in Buddhism they sometimes refer to it as nirvana, you know, like it getting to the level where in the context, in this lifetime, you can manifest that which is spiritual, that which is mystical, and that which can thrive every single moment in the context of our suffering.
Well said. So we can really have success in the middle of suffering. We can really have everything. We can manifest our
success, happiness. Like, you can be that person that is like that's showing light to everybody around you, that's lighting up the world around you, in the context of being a being who cannot escape from suffering during this lifetime.
Well said. Round of applause, yo. Because that's something that we preach and we practice every single day on this show. And the fact that we just started it off like that, it just speaks to the divinity of this moment.
Well, I think that's why you and I connected. Like,
instantly, right?
Because you're a light to the people around you with this show.
Amen.
And I mean, even today when I came and you were like, "Did you get your workout in today?" I'm like, "You know what? You're damn right. I did not get my workout in today." Shit. And like, you know, I don't know if we can swear on this. Sorry.
Yeah, of course we can.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And like you're encouraging, you're lifting people up.
Amen.
You're
Thank
being responsible for yourself, and you are creating inspiration in others around you. And that's like, you know, that's what it is to live this life to its fullest, to live it to its greatest potential.
And those deposits and my friends, it really comes back, because sometimes, shout out to Relly, when I don't be wanting to feel like working out, the nigga's already outside. He's already, I'm like, fuck, so I can't leave the homie outside, you know, so I got to get my ass up, you know, and we started this shit together. So shout out to the crazy homies that do this shit with us. So before we go any further, because I want to get high, do you mind doing just a small demonstration of the Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I gotta pronounce it right, G. Hold on.
Myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Yeah,
Renge
and I'll explain it. Might make a little more sense. Nam is dedication to.
Oh shit! Hold on. Here we go. Let me turn the instrumental down. Okay, break it down.
So Nam means dedication to. Myoho, it means technically the mystic law, but it's the law of cause and effect. It's that which is exemplified in the yin yang. You know,
Got you.
Like
yeah.
The nature, it's the nature of existence. And you know that's the greatest metaphor to what one would call God if one's a practicing Christian, like Myoho. It's the mysticism, that thing we can't understand. You know, like 'cause you can point to God, but you can't like say what God is. You
it's
know?
mystical.
Like, it's mystical. So Nam Myoho, and then Renge. That's my favorite part. Renge technically means the lotus flower, and the lotus is a beautiful flower that blooms out of a swamp. So Renge is the manifestation of our greatest potential, our Buddha nature.
Out of the context
Out
of suffering.
Exactly.
Okay, G,
And
stop.
Kyo,
Okay.
the last part of it, means sound, which is teaching and learning. It's how we communicate this. So
We definitely talked about sound last episode. We definitely talked about how sound created the world, the Big Bang.
It's
and
all
we mixed
vibration.
That.
It's
all vibration.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah, dedication to the mystic law to bring out the greatest potential of every living being through teaching and learning.
All right, give me a demonstration, man. Get me closer, man. Talk to me, G.
Okay, I don't have my dinger thing on. There's a bell that we ring, like and you've seen them. It was in the video that you just played. It's that bell, and that particular one. It was made on Mount Kathmandu in Nepal. You ring it, and it's this incredible tone that's fashioned in a way that touches something that's visceral about our human identity, our biology.
Let me just be dumb real quick, because when I saw you with the singing bowl, as you referenced, or the bell, my mind instantly, I seen it on Instagram. It's one of them sounds that they have on that people add to their stories to, I guess, bring meditation or peace. So have you seen that?
I haven't seen the Instagram stories, but that would make
it's
sense.
Like a boom, and then
what you can do with that. I don't do it. It's not used this way in this particular form of Buddhism, but you can use it. It's a singing bowl. So you run the mallet. You run it around the edge of it, and it will continue to vibrate and get louder and louder and louder. It's a sympathetic vibration. So it makes itself like the more you rub the mallet around the edge of it, the louder it gets and the more vibrant it gets. But you can also, if you hit it, it makes this beautiful sound that then has a long decay. And there's something about that is like, and this goes back to my practicing a piano as well. When you play any tone and you listen to the decay of it, gradually it brings you into the moment. It takes you into the now.
Agreed.
Because that decay is coming into the present moment from whatever it is that you're paying attention to, and eventually all you have is the silence. And then if you're in tune with and aware of the silence, then you have the ability to really connect with the present.
and the decay for those people who aren't musicians are just the note, just lasting and landing, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Let me get a demonstration. I know we don't have the bell, but let me go before I spark this blunt right here. Shout out to Mary. Just give me a demonstration because we usually pray right before we get the show cracking. So I just want to pray your way.
Okay, amazing. And I'm gonna just
shout out to Tina Turner, by the way.
Shout out to Tina Turner. Her book just recently came out. There's a
bought it. Haven't read it. Yeah,
I haven't gotten it yet. I'm definitely going to.
Well, let me be honest. I didn't technically buy it,
okay,
but I do have a website that just adds
it
it to my bought list.
Nice.
All right. What are we doing here, G?
So I've got a little app on my phone that so you can hear the bell. So I'm gonna ring it on my phone here.
Okay.
And then, I mean, what version of this do you want me to do? Because there's like the short version, there's the long version. Maybe I give you like 30-second version.
Give me a 30-seconder.
Okay, cool.
I'm down.
I'll do the beginning of. So there's a whole chant that's in Japanese that you do at the beginning of it. That's like a story. It's the story of the Lotus Sutra, sort of truncated.
Okay. Sutra, y'all know that. Everybody that do Ramadan, go ahead.
So I'm gonna and I'm gonna do a little bit of that, and then I'll do a little bit of the chant.
Let's go.
Okay, so
do I have to like close my eyes or like what do I do with my hands?
So technically, so you put your hands like this in a prayer position.
Okay.
And then shoulders back, sit up straight.
Hold on. Okay.
Put your hands sort of to your chest in a prayer position, and you can really look at any point. I'm going to look at that light because it's actually really healthy to look at light.
Okay.
It helps set your metabolism and everything in the morning, and it's still early enough. So I'm going to look at that light. Usually you look at a scroll that is this written in Chinese lettering actually on the scroll, but we're going to look at this light for now, and I'm going to do this 30-second version of it. And you can join me when I'm chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo if you want.
I'm going to mispronounce it, but I'm going to try.
Let's
go.
Let's just do that. Let's just do the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo for like 30 seconds, and I'll do it nice and slowly so you can keep up with me. So here's... And I'm going to chant I'll chant it 3 times, and then you join me, okay?
Okay.
So here's the bell. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
What did we just do, G? What did we just do? I'm feeling good, man. Y'all feel that vibe. We just ushered God in. Somebody pass me a lighter, man. And let's get rude and disrespectful with my man, Greg SPERO. All right?
Thank you for that, man. Thank you for letting me share that.
Thank you. That was an experience, man. And I think that was something, a vibe that everybody could resonate with. It didn't feel foreign, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, man. Let's get rude and disrespectful, man. We're high, we're blessed, we're prayed. Who the fuck is Greg SPERO?
You want me to answer that?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Break it down, man.
Oh, man. Who the fuck is Greg SPERO? Shit. Greg SPERO's a lot of things. We're all complicated beings, man. There's so much. But I say I have one mission in life, and that's to empower creativity.
Okay.
That's everything I do surrounds that. I feel like we are creative beings. Human beings thrive on creation. We manifest. We bring into existence. And
God.
Whether that is, and that's like that's the story of every godly being in the past.
Amen.
Is someone who has created, someone who has manifested something great into the world, something positive. And so my idea of my life is that if I can do that on a level where I'm doing it myself and I'm doing the work to be able to do it on a high level, because it takes a lot of work.
Agreed.
And then also creating the systems to empower other people to do it, then I feel like I will have lived a good life. So that's who Greg SPERO is, like, at a foundational level.
Well said. And let's go. Let's just go, because when I met you, I said, yo, Greg, I'm sorry. I just need new friends, bro. Like, fuck business and all this. I just need friends with creativity. I love to have friends that have businesses that, one, love music, creation. It's just something special. But I went to your studio, and instant connection, fabulous place. First off, I want to talk about why I was there before I talk about where I was.
Okay.
So I was talking to Six, shout out to Six, and we'll play her video a little bit later. Ain't No Fun by Six out now. She had a video release party at your studio, and I know you kind of gave a brief kind of like synopsis about it right before she went on, but it was a crowd-funded event, or what the hell did I attend, G? What's up?
Yeah. So one of the things that I've done in the vein of this empowering creativity is I built a software application that does just that. It helps creatives be more creative, and it helps them finance their creativity.
Key.
Which is a problem right now, man. I mean, my career has spanned 20 years now, and I saw the digital revolution where people were originally selling CDs when I was a kid. Before that was vinyl, but then like that went away with streaming, and now it's a landscape that's very difficult for artists because streaming does not pay the same
at all. Half a penny per play.
Yeah, it makes the disparity of wealth in the music economy too much. So a lot of people are struggling, and now, especially because we have COVID and we have all these precautions now that you have to take for live shows, it makes it really difficult to like make any sort of living as an artist.
Agreed.
And what I discovered when I was on the road with a big artist, I toured with the artist Halsey for 4 years. Do you know Halsey? She's a pop singer.
Flex, let's go, man. Let's go.
You're gonna get me. You're gonna get some flexes.
I'm gonna get some bells, baby. I got the bells ready.
So yeah, Halsey for 4 years, and while we were on the road, I saw her fans asking her for so many different things. Like they wanted, anything from like just her to talk about something they wanted her to talk about to like they wanted her to make a poetry book. They wanted her to make a punky album. They wanted her to like come to a million different cities that she hadn't played yet. Or do like a little one-on-one, not one-on-one, but like a meet and greet party with fans.
Okay.
Like so many things they were asking her, and even to the point of like saying, we want this specific type of merchandise. We want you to sell it to us, and they made a PowerPoint, and then like made that go viral on Twitter.
Her fans did that.
Her fans did that, and
okay.
So I was like, there's all this demand in the fan base, but it's not manifesting anywhere. I mean, eventually, little bits of it manifest. Eventually, she made a poetry book, but that was like 4 years after they were asking it, and it was expensive to make it, and it had to go through a publisher, and then had to be marketed on podcasts. It's like, if you give the opportunity for the fans to come together around their own ideas, not the artist's idea, but the fan ideas, then you change it so that fans can actually say, we want this, and this is why you should do it for us. We will pay you to do this for us. Like, whether it's
we will pay you like the fans are funding.
The fans are funding their own ideas. Exactly. Fans are funding.
Greg, I want you to do a show at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this idea, and then I'm gonna get my homies to donate to make sure that this happens.
Exactly. That's how. Exactly. That's how it's.
Okay.
That's how it starts. But now it's a conversation. So it's not just like, I want you to do this so everybody has to donate. It's, I want you to do this. I'm going to rally my friends so that you see that there's some support, maybe a little bit of money behind it. Let's say like you say Greg SPERO on the Greg SPERO it's called Pitch. On the Greg SPERO Pitch profile, I'm making you a pitch. It's play at this coffee shop. I get 100 people to just pitch in like $5 to show that they're into it. Then I can go on there and say like, okay, I see 100 people pitched in $5, it's up to $500. I would do it if it paid $1,000, and so I'm now as the artist going to go onto your pitch, and I can set a goal. So I'll say, now like, Sean's pitch, this will have a goal of $1,000, and I can set rewards. So like, if for every person who pitches in $10, you get a ticket to go.
So the fan can pitch it, start the fund on it,
yeah,
and then the artist can get in, stamp it, approve it, or say, hey, yo, I'm with it. I like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he can add, the artist per se can add their own rewards to it, or they can up the donation price or really kind of take control of the pitch at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire. How do they download this app? Where do we get this?
Well, so technically it's a web app right now. So if you go to WePitch.to,
WePitch.to.
Yeah, WEPITCH.TO. And it'll forward you to Weebid.app, but that's our previous branding, and we're in the process of switching that domain over to fully be on WePitch.to. But if you go to WePitch.to, you'll see it there.
Okay, and let's bust 6 out. I'm sorry, 6, but you gotta be our example right now. So just kind of run me down what happened with 6 in the best way you can before we jump into.
So a
your
fan,
studio.
so Six was releasing this video, and one of Six's fans said, "Hey, it would be really cool if you did a video release party." So they pitched on Six's profile, do a video release party with your fans. And then Six saw it, and she's like, "Oh, this is dope. I would love to do that." And so Six went live on her own Instagram and said, "Hey, everybody, look at this fan idea. So a fan wants me to do this, and if you guys can pledge to make it go up to $2,500 for the crowdfund, because that's what it'll cost to do the party, I'll do it." And then so we spent we did two live sessions on Instagram for 1 hour each. And fans found out about it, and they pledged it up to $2,500, and then we did the party.
Round of a fucking applause, man.
Yeah, and this is the sort of thing you won't see this on Kickstarter because you can't get it. It has to be a fan-initiated idea for something like that to happen. Because an artist isn't going to go to their fans and say, "Hey, everybody, I have these 10 different ideas of things I think you'll want, and let me know which ones you want." It just doesn't work that way. But on this, because it's fan-initiated, this is the very first ever fan-initiated crowdfunding platform.
That's a flex. Okay, man. Damn, that's fire. The first WePitch.to.
Yeah, WePitch.to is the URL. So go there. You can look up Six. You can pitch ideas to Six. Eric Bellinger's on there. You can pitch ideas to Eric Bellinger. We should make a profile for you. You can make a profile, Sean. Yes. So. If people want to see a certain person on your radio show, they could pitch that idea to you.
Yes.
And they could fund it.
Yes.
Or maybe they want maybe they want a party with it. I'm
a party animal, Greg.
I know you're a party animal. I saw you at the jam. Or maybe they want you to take your radio show and do it live in the studio, for an audience,
live performances and all that. I'm down.
So your fans can go to your profile and pitch you those ideas. So what you need to do then is go to WePitch.to and just sign up, and then go to your profile and you copy the link and you share it with your fans, and they can pitch ideas to you.
My profile will be done by today.
Awesome.
I can do that.
Love it.
And can we do something with sports?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because he's a trainer.
Are you? Okay.
I'm trying to get him back in the XFL, but he doesn't want to fly to Hawaii. But okay.
So we have some sports people on the app right now. Tanja Buford Bailey, who is one of the she's a world record setter in the I think it's 400-meter dash or something. I don't really know.
I'm getting such a passion for travel and track because I'm reading Phil Knight's book, Shoe Dog.
Oh, okay.
And this dude is talking about, and it's crazy because you talk about Japan as well. He loves Japan,
Japan's
bro.
the best. I love Japan, man.
We got to go, man.
Bro, let's go. Let's
right,
bring the radio show there.
So I'm ready.
All right.
All right. Let's get into some crazy shit. First off, before I ask this, we call it, for lack of vocabulary, the hood.
Okay.
What do you call it? What do you call this general area?
I call it Inglewood, bro.
Stupid us, right? And that's literally what it's called, but we'll just say the hood. Fuck it. But you have your studio in... That's not Inglewood, really, but...
It's Inglewood.
It's Inglewood?
Yeah, technically
it
it's
is,
Inglewood. What else would it be?
L.A. Because I'm technically in L.A., but... if I walk 6 steps, I'm in Inglewood.
I see. Yeah, it's in Inglewood. Yeah. Our address is
in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're in Inglewood, California, on Florence and freaking West Boulevard.
Yeah.
To us, to everybody in here, that's the hood. Am I wrong? Are we? Yeah. And nobody's right. And you have an amazing studio over there. So I don't want to go too far on my experience. What did you build, man? What's going on Florence and West Boulevard?
Man, honestly, so I'll tell you, we closed our studio about a year ago, the previous version of our studio, and I've been looking for a location. I had a collaboration with a different in the previous studio. It was a collaboration with somebody who had the warehouse space, and then we came in and we sort of subleased it, but I didn't like that arrangement, so I left that arrangement about a year ago for the previous studio, and I was like, I need to just take the lease on the space somewhere. So Tim, my business partner,
Shout out to Tim.
Shout out to Tim. We looked around for months, probably 6 months, to try to find a space. We were getting to the end of our patience. We were like, man, are we ever going to find a space that is really perfect for this? And then this space came up in Inglewood, and we walked in, and we saw the what do you call it? The ceiling with the wood trussing.
Yes.
Like and
fire.
You know that like raised like area that could be a lounge, and we're like, man, this is perfect. And you know, it used to be a church. That space, it was a church in its previous life.
That speaks volumes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the vibration in there was unmatched.
Yeah, and that's what I felt when I walked in it. And I was like, you know what? This is first of all the perfect architecture for what we want to build. Second of all, I know people in Inglewood. One of my good friends, a guy named LJ Ladarius Jones, lives out here. He's the bassist in the band The Weeknd. We toured together for months and got to know each other really well.
Yeah, you better move out here. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. And so I was like, you know what? There's so much talent in this area. Like, and I know, because I know LJ and I know his friends and the people who live here. There's like such a depth of history and culture that is like just great fucking music.
It is.
And a lot of people who are unknown here. And, you know, LA is one of those weird places where it's like, it's a city, but it's like 10 cities, like all like broken apart. And people don't travel to the other parts of it as much as they could or should. And so I think there's a lot of talent here that's kind of isolated too.
Yes.
So I was like, you know, why don't, like, if my mission in life is to empower creativity, why don't I build here in this perfect spot and invite the community in to be a part of this and build something with everybody that can help not only like build something that can be a thriving studio, but something that can help individuals in the community thrive and help people, not help lift people up, but help people lift themselves up using the tools around them and be one of those tools. So people can come in here and capture amazing content and capture amazing recordings, something that they wouldn't be able to do in their own home studio. And then also use my distribution network, because we have, I mean, you know, we're networked with like bands in town, you know, one of the biggest platforms for streaming that is a supporter of ours and a part of my software platform, Pitch. Like, why not use these distribution networks to highlight people in the community and like create this web of people who can where the tide can rise and lift all the ships.
Empower creativity. Like, we're literally smoking in a church.
Yeah.
Wow. Because it's definitely 420 friendly. Round of applause. And I'm going to tell you, I'm very jealous of you. And after I left Monday, I kind of been on a little tear with my friends because in your studio you have a laptop or a computer with a screensaver with all your friends. And I had the pleasure of meeting them. You know what screensaver I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the desktop image.
The desktop image, right? And as I met everybody who contributed to the studio and the equipment and who runs it, I'm like, it just reminded me of the goal I have. Like, one of my goals is to start businesses with my friends. And those are all your friends, right? Or those are just cool people?
No, they're my friends. They're my
those
friends.
Are your friends, right?
But so a lot of them came into my life as I was building this studio, and then a lot of them I had before that. I mean, Tim has been a close friend of mine for like 4 years now. I mean, he started as an intern for me like 4 years ago at my earlier studio, and then was just so. He was the one person that stuck through this entire time.
Key. Like,
by my side. And we became very close, and I consider him a very close friend. And a lot of the people there are his friends. A lot of the people there are my friends. And the thing is, they're all passionate about music, and they're all passionate about community. So we find this common goal to build something that's amazing and that can be musical and that can be a thriving community. And it's not, you know, it's not a big money maker. It'll never be a big money maker. But right now, it's a money loser. We're losing money on it every month. But
is creativity really a money maker?
It is, though. Creativity is because even the biggest we talk about the disparity in wealth, right?
Yeah.
In the music world, like the biggest artists are making the most money, and then there's a ton of people who are not making any money. But even those biggest artists that are making the most money, Paul McCartney, for example, who's the richest musician. Shout out to Paul McCartney.
Shout out to Paul.
That's from his creativity. That's from his creativity. Even Kanye West, who like is very involved in business, and most of his money comes from business endeavors like his fashion line. That's creative. That's deeply creative.
I love how you said that.
It's deeply creative, and it's not it's not just music. And in my music studio, that's not just music too. We're a Web3 studio, so
I saw that.
you can go into the little green screen area in the corner, and you can do a meet and greet with your fans in virtual reality. Your fans can have their VR headsets on, see you in the metaverse, and go and talk to you.
I definitely didn't know what that little area was, but I was like, this has to be like some metaverse.
Yeah,
shit.
I'll show you. Come to the studio tonight for the jam, and I'll.
Don't
show
be the
you.
perfect segue, Greg. What the fuck? What the fuck, Greg? Let's get into it, man. Let's open that invitation, man.
Yeah.
At the studio,
Mhm.
when I met you, shout out to Six, and then I got to the studio. Wow.
Mhm.
Bro, I need new friends. Bro, come through tonight. Monday, I have a jam session. And I definitely did that. And it was one of the most magical experiences musically that I've ever been around. So just bust down before we take a break, and then we're going to get into you being the pianist that you are. Just kind of bust down what Monday nights are, man.
Monday nights, man. We have made a promise to ourselves to be consistent, and every Monday, as long as we're living right now, where every Monday we're opening our doors to the community, and we are making new friends. We're bringing in people and welcoming everybody to come in and share in our space and share in each other's brilliance and light and creativity, and get on stage and just like come and play some music with us. We've got drinks. They're free. They'll be free until we run out. We need to buy more, and then maybe we might make a little donation pile or something. But like right now, everybody come in and have like drink with us, create with us. We record the entire thing. We run all of the studio mechanisms so that when I built this, I built it to be a plug and play, super high quality live streaming studio for everything that an artist would need to the upper echelon. Because I toured with these artists, like I know what their needs are for live streaming and for production and for tour rehearsals and all that. So we built it to have all of it, and we are opening all of it up every Monday and just running all of it. So we run all the cameras, super high quality cameras,
Super high quality.
7 camera shoot. We don't hire the staff for Mondays because it's not a cash flow event, so we have it automatically switching between the cameras, so it doesn't look as good as when people have are you doing handheld, but it still is great.
But that shit look good. I'm like, am I a superstar?
And we broadcast it out live on our Twitch channel and on our Instagram and YouTube. And this is something we haven't done yet, but I invite anybody who comes to do this. We can actually also hook it up to other people's Instagrams, YouTubes, and Facebook and all that, because we have a restream, so we can add your channels to it so that you can take this jam and broadcast it on your live channels too.
Fire.
So we'll do that. Like we can even do some of that tonight if we want to. But it takes the live mix of the jam, 32 channels, into a great mixer, great microphones, everything, mixes it down, syncs it with a 7-camera video, and blasts it out to the world.
Through Instagram.
Through it. So Instagram's actually tricky. I say Instagram, but Instagram we're just doing on phones because it's weird to like hook it up through that system. But but YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and all of that, it like broadcast it through the 7-camera shoot with super high quality video, and then we record it. So we get all this content that then we give to everybody, and we have to do a better job of following up. I need to like get everybody's actual contact info tonight at the jam, which I haven't been good at that.
Like an email list at the door.
Yeah, an email list at the door, which we have not been enforcing. But I want to send this video out to everybody after the jam so people can chop it and put it on their own Instagram.
Fire. Because that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I just watched the whole thing, and you have some crazy people around you. But we're going to get into that. The jam session tonight at 9.
Tonight at 9, yeah. Just I don't like shouting out the address itself, like on public things, but message Sean. Message Sean. He'll give you the address. Message me like on Instagram at Greg SPERO. I'll give you the address, and like, please, everybody in the community is welcome. So we want you guys to come out, and you can bring food if you want. Sometimes we order some pizzas and stuff, but it's friends, and it's in the name of creativity. It's in the name of building something new. So I hope you guys will join us.
Can people come and just chill?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't have to play. Lots of people come and just like to enjoy it.
It's a little
have
scary
a drink.
Seeing your eyes go stupid, and then I'm like, I'm not about to follow this guy. What the fuck?
Nah.
But it's such an environment. It's just like I've seen people I'm not going up there and then some kind of way, because you got the background mics hooked up too, so you can just go there and do some BGVs and just chill.
Yep. Yeah.
You really got it going on, man. But let's get into 6 Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None. This video led into me, damn, I'm jealous of Greg because he did everything with his friends. Fuck, because it's no fun if the homies can't have none, in my opinion. You feel me? But let's go ahead and get into this video, and then we're going to come back and get into more of Greg SPERO's pianist career. Is that right? Pianist career?
Yeah, you can say however you want.
What's the proper way, G?
It's pianist.
Pianist.
People say it different ways. There are lots of ways to joke about either one. I'm a huge pianist.
We're going to break, man. He's a huge pianist. We'll be back, man. Greg SPERO, God Talk Live.
Another day without hoes.
Hey, remember that girl from the mall yesterday, though?
Light skin.
I know you thought she was bad.
Yeah, she was a little bad.
She got hella friends, so we can call them motherfuckers, something come up here, we can turn up
right now.
Right now.
Yeah, they not fucking with us, bro.
Nigga, they gon' fuck with us, nigga. Bet I call
They not fucking with who?
Nigga, all I'ma say is.
Well, let me see what you
hey,
pull
we
off.
got Stephen G over here.
Nah, don't say that.
Go by. That's why. Better watch your bitch. Yeah. You can come, but hey, the homies is here for the side. Bring your crew.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no party like a Midwest party, cause a Midwest party don't stop. We could be friends, switching me friends. He could be her, she could be his. And look, I got stuck with close friends. Dimes in a group, hella sweet for short change. This is how we do it. Ivy League is a motherfucking movement. If she down, I'ma make her go through it. I get it 100 different ways. I'm in 100 different lanes. By myself, I'ma get it anyway. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no way. Tell them hating ass niggas get their weight up. Yeah, everything I wanna do is a layup. It's an easy call, we on the way up.
Yeah, and I go by SYX. Yeah, shorty from the East Coast, welcome to the West Side. Yeah, okay, welcome to the best side. Got this shorty on tour and she asked if she could test drive. Put her in the middle with the homie on the left side. Call the homegirls, tell them they can come through. Got the Casamigos, bring the bottle with that Don Who. 1940 deuce, now they fucking with the Don too. Yeah, okay, you fucking with a Don too. Don Dada, dripping in that Prada. 6 shots in, now I'm flirting with her partner. Upper echelon with a bit of finesse. She know exactly who I am, talk to me with respect. Shorty on the marathon, trying to see the marathon. Here for 2 days, so she only brought a carry-on. Ain't no fun if the homies can't kick it. Spirit flight back, cause I didn't buy the ticket.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no way. Tell them hating ass niggas get their weight up. Yeah, everything I wanna do is a layup. Yeah, it's an easy call, we on the way up. We got a classic, yeah. It's some rose in here. I ain't tripping, nigga, have some. At me, that's me, gripping on her ass cheek. Hit her from the front, then I slide her to the backseat. She want her back, bro, but she running like a track meet. Close friends are the only fans, she don't wanna ask me. I said it ain't nobody playing. If you wanted to, then girl, just say it. Nah, I bet they never say pipe time. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
SYX, what's the deal? Shout out to the IE. Shout out to Stephen G and my brother Maximilian, man. Amazing artist. She been repping. You had Eric Bellinger in the studio, right? You say he's part of the app?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I do this thing like, you know.
You said you had him in the studio?
Yeah. So Eric was our first client in the previous studio, and then he came back to this new build of the studio, and he had tour rehearsals there before this last tour, and did some recordings and stuff. But at the last studio, we did his live Rolling Stone thing on Twitch. You know,
Okay.
he did that he did a live performance for Rolling Stone on their Twitch channel. So we did that whole thing live. We had interviews and performance and all that at our old studio, and we have all the facilities to do that at our new studio too. So, you know.
We just have to give those 2 flex bells for those couple flexes that you dropped in that last little. Let's get into it, man. Greg SPERO, if you know you at Welcome Back God Talk Live. He's been dropping knowledge on us. We've talked about the Pitch app, of course. We've talked about the studios. They're in Tiny Room Studios.
Tiny Room Studios.
Tiny Room Studios.
I know, it's ironic.
Man. I love it. And it gives that feel. It describes the feeling that's in there. Though it's not tiny.
Well, I can tell you why
But
it's called
intimate,
that. I can tell you why it's called that. It actually dates back to part of my history. After I got off the Halsey tour, I was... You gonna give me a bell for that?
No, I'm just turning it down.
Okay. I was like, what am I gonna do right now? I actually left the Halsey tour because I needed to be creative again. I felt like I wasn't being creative. I was spending all my time playing somebody else's music, and it's great music, but it's very simple. And my brain it needs very complex music.
Very self-aware of you.
And so I left the project, and what I decided to do to like do my own empowering creativity for myself was rented a room. And this is what I could afford at the moment. I rented a small room. It was in Burbank at the time, and built a full production suite in that small room, 12 feet by 16 feet, and spent my money that I'd saved up, like doing this amazing rig in there for multi-camera shoots and great audio recording, and had a grand piano and all that stuff, and then lived there in that small room on a tatami mat. I slept at night on a tatami mat, a straw mat. It's Japanese thing. And every day I would do sessions, and every night I would have like a little party with my friends, and we would just record. And I just did that for a year in the tiny room. So that was my tiny room studio.
And now this is the Tiny Room
and
studio.
it grew through. This is the 4th manifestation of it now. So we grew out of that space and got to a bigger space, and then we grew out of that space and got to a bigger space, and then finally now we're in this, and it's this has also, you know, it's gotten support by some other people in my network. Shout out to Larry Midler and Will O'Brien, who've helped make the current manifestation of it possible. Will O'Brien is from NFT Oasis, and they helped with the whole metaverse side as well, bringing it so that we can take people into virtual reality and Web3 and incorporate NFTs and like different aspects of creator monetization, having that baked into the whole studio. So now it's like what I consider the ultimate vision for what I had wanted to manifest originally in this full production suite, 3,400 square feet, a whiskey cigar lounge sponsored by Glenfiddich, bringing us whiskey and cigars. And we have a bunch of different liquor companies giving us
cigar
liquor,
lounge
like
above the fucking studio.
And
what is going on,
a sound
man?
recording
On Florence. What the fuck?
And a two-room sound recording studio adjacent to the big stage, where you can go in there and get your BVs done and like all the other stuff that you need.
Oh fuck, man! Can I just give a round of applause for Tiny Room, the 4th evolution of this manifestation, man, then found its way on Florence and West Boulevard. I am happy. I wanted to ask you something about, because as you just told me it was the 4th time that you've had a studio, I'm like, man, this man has went through hell. If this is his 4th time, he has some experiences and he got some bounce back stories in there. But of course, you know, our studios are next door to each other, so we're going to have time to break that down. Right now, let's get into your huge pianist career. All right. First, break down what is a pianist. I know everyone knows it, but give us the technical definition of what you do.
I play the piano.
Well fucking said, man. Well said, man. Talk to me, man.
No,
Who is Greg SPERO, the pianist?
I've been my parents are both piano players. I grew up in Highland Park, Illinois. That's north of Chicago. I spent most of my time in Chicago, and then after college,
Chirac?
bro.
Have you ever killed anyone? Have you ever shot anyone, Greg? Just for nothing?
No, I've had a gun pulled on me, but I've never actually pulled a gun on me.
Chirac. Okay.
I have I spent a lot of time on the South Side. Like that was where the music was happening. I would go to Von Freeman's jam sessions with the New Apartment Lounge. I would go to the Velvet Lounge. That was, and then a bunch of different places like Norm's, and there were a lot of great places on the South Side of Chicago. I'm talking like in the deep South Side, like it. There were some times where some crazy shit happened out there, but it was the community that really valued. I found out of all the communities that I could have been involved in at that time, this is post-college, that community was the one that was, one, there for each other, like really supporting each other, bringing each other up in the vein of honesty. Like if you played like shit that night, I'll tell you. You know, and I'll also like get together with you the next day so we can shed, you know, and it's the community that is trying to do their absolute best and get better every single day, and trying to get together and rise up as a community. And this is the jazz community. This is, you know, it's a very close, community, and you know it for better or for worse, because it can result in like some sort of homogenous belief systems and like a lot of intolerance in certain ways.
Agreed.
But at the same time, it's, you know, everything is a double-edged sword, and the good part of that is that it results in a ton of deep support for the people around you when you're in that community. And so I would go to the South Side Hyde Park Jazz Festival. I'd play every year in one way or another. Headlined it a couple times. And my 20s were spent playing jazz and learning from like Von Freeman and Fred Anderson and people who were like the legends of Chicago, who they were there to lift up the youth and the people around them, and you know,
empower creativity,
and that's why it's in me too, because like that's my first mentor aside from my father, who's a pianist. My first piano mentor was when I was 19. I met a guy named Robert Irving III. We called him Bobby. That's what Miles Davis called him, because he was the music director for Miles Davis's group in the 80s. And you're just going to call me out on every single
everything.
one. So I would get together with him almost daily when I was living in Chicago, when I was in my early, actually in college first, and then in my early 20s when I moved back, because I went to University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. So I'd come back to Chicago a lot. I actually came back every Tuesday to play at Andy's Jazz Club with Frank Catalano. And we would play the set from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then we would all do a shot, and then I would drive back 3 hours to Champaign every night. It was so bad, man.
So bad.
It was so bad. But, you know, that was the dedication. And I wanted to play that gig because I wanted to get better, and I wanted to keep in the Chicago community even when I was going to school 3 hours away. And so you know, I would get together with Bobby Irving when I was in Chicago, and then when I got back, he introduced me to Frank Russell, and I joined Frank Russell's band when I got back to Chicago. And that resulted in a bunch of other stuff manifesting from that in the Chicago scene with the elders, because there's some incredible elders in Chicago that really thrive on mentoring and bringing up the youth. And I try to keep that same legacy now. I mean, the people that I surround myself with, like, I used to surround myself with people who were a lot older than me. Now, especially in the studio setting, I'm bringing in a lot of people who are younger than me that I can help have an impact on, and help them, like, bring their own life to fruition. Like there's this great drummer, Joanne Blanchy, he's at the studio right now practicing, and you know, he's like, I've been kind of helping to guide him, and he's a great drummer, and he's working on his shit, and he's gonna get a great gig, and he's gonna thrive like crazy. Like, you just watch.
Was he there on Monday?
He was there on Monday. Yeah. He's actually hosting these sessions now, so he's gonna be there tonight as well.
Okay.
But this is where I find fulfillment in paying forward that which was paid to me by my elders, even though, I'm 37, so I'm like working my way to elder status. I've got a few years to go, but like
30's a new 20 though. Especially after the pandemic.
I know we missed a couple years
Yeah,
there.
like we're like sexy as fuck now. Yeah, crazy. Insanity is kicking in. Yeah.
Right? Right? Yeah, bro, I'm doing triathlon training and shit.
I want to do that. I want to do that, dude.
It's good. We should do it. We should do a triathlon.
Like I'm really with that shit. Like after 60 days, I think we're gonna do Insanity Asylum after.
Okay.
And then or unless we do triathlon training, because he's a trainer for all sports.
Nice.
He trains the youth, so I'm really with this shit. I have a bunch of notes and questions here, but a lot of things we've already touched. We've talked about some defining moments in your life, some highlights of your career. We definitely talked about that. Specifically, I did actually have kind of like how the pandemic affected your music career. I do want to kind of get into that if you want to just kind of break that down. Like, but I feel like the studio kind of a result of the pandemic?
No, man. Well, this manifestation of the studio is, but I was doing studios. The studio was a result of me getting off tour from Halsey and being like, what the fuck am I going to do now? And then, but then, the studio, so version 2 of the studio closed when the pandemic started because we had no more business, so it couldn't survive. And what I ended up doing at that point was like I had to make a decision. Do I want to start just producing a bunch of music and practicing all day, every day, and just fully go in on that, which I'd done before. I knew I could do it. Or did I want to try something completely different? And I decided to put my toe in the water with pitch. And because I'd had that idea for years, really. Like I had that idea on the Halsey tours, and because I have an educational I have an educational YouTube like jazz piano channel.
You can teach me how to play the piano?
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I'm thinking of actually doing workshops on like Sunday mornings, like a sort of like piano church, like bringing have people come in and do and broadcast it, live stream it to my YouTube channel, but also like have people actually there, doing workshops and asking
like,
questions.
Shit, Greg, like you can take like nothing and make it something.
I mean, anybody can start, man. Anybody can start.
But can I be good? Like
anybody has the ability. It depends on how much time you want to put in.
Nasty, like.
Yeah, bro.
Close my eyes and play and just go crazy.
Absolutely. You absolutely can.
Me.
You absolutely can. But you got to put in the time. It's not up to me. It's up to you.
Don't do that. Don't make me accountable, Greg.
No, I can give you the tools, but you got to use them.
Okay, I'm with it. On some personal shit. And as you speak to me, like I answer all these questions. I don't know what it is about you, but you get the energy and you just put it in the right places. Pause. In the moments of wanting to give up this shit, because I know every musician goes through it. I don't care what instrument you play. You be ready to throw the towel in. Now, when I originally was going to ask you the question earlier, the answer already came to me, and it was like, you just switch gears. You just, if this creativity isn't like giving you what you need, take that creativity and put it into maybe a app, or put it into a fashion line, or put it into podcasting or something like that, and ultimately some kind of way they'll all align. That's what spoke to me as I kind of prepared to ask you that question. But specifically, if I asked you what's one moment that you remember where you was like, you know what, fuck this music shit, this is bullshit, I'm out of here, outside of leaving the Halsey tour. Like, fuck this bullshit, man, this is some bullshit. Just give me that moment, man.
I had a couple moments like that in my life. I'll tell you, when I was 23 years old, I was working on business also. I had a website development company. I had learned PHP and HTML when I was like in my teens. I was one of those kids that would like do websites for the like local businesses and shit. Just like I read a book and learned it, and then started making money on it. I was like, fuck,
Fire.
I can buy more speakers if I keep doing this.
Fire.
So I like filled my room with sound equipment and kept building websites, and built it into a little company that then I did through college. Though I was a music major in college and my life was music, I was also doing this company on the side to make bread. And when I was 23, my business was like semi-thriving. But I was working like 8 hours a day on it, on the website stuff. And then at night, I would go out and I would play gigs in Chicago every single night, like 6 nights a week. And sometimes double gigging on those nights. And I was feeling like I was failing at everything. My website company was not growing like I knew it could if I put my all into it. My music career was not thriving the way that I wanted it to. And granted, I was 23, so maybe I could have had a little patience, but I didn't. And I was getting very depressed, like to the point of suicidally depressed. Like, you know, I was not, it didn't feel like it was worth it. And so that was when I started seeking something, seeking answers. It's like, what the fuck can I do with my life? If this is where I am right now, I'm not doing anything well, and I'm doing everything mediocre, and I'm spending all my time. I'm not getting any rest. Like, what am I even doing this for? And that's when I sought out Herbie, because I needed guidance from the guy who I thought was like the greatest. You know, he was the pinnacle in my mind of pianists. I was like, if anybody knows what to do, it's going to be him. So I asked my mentor, Bob A. Irving, at the time, like, how do I get in touch with him? He was like, just go find him. Like, go sneak backstage at a concert sometime. Get him before sound check. It's like, all right. So I did. Put on a suit, went to Ravinia Festival when he played in Chicago, and walked through the gates during the day. The guards didn't stop me because I looked like I should be there. And found him and started asking him questions. And eventually he introduced me to this Buddhism, and I started practicing this Buddhism. And then a couple months later got the opportunity. I started chanting, and when you start chanting, some mystical things happen. And so
we talked about that last episode for sure.
A few months later, I got an opportunity to go to Thailand for a month, and I took that opportunity, and I decided to cut off everything so I could soul search.
Silence.
I took silence. So I put my business on hold. I didn't practice piano, which I had not had a day not practicing piano since I started college. And I stopped practicing piano for that month. And I went and backpacked around Thailand. And I stayed with villages where people are living on less than $1 a day. And I stayed in little tents in cities where it cost. I had to choose between $3 and $6 tent. I usually took the $3 tent, and you have a shared bathroom, and no hot water. And I did that for a month. And when I got back, I looked at my business and I looked at my music, and I was like, I could have all the money in the world, but that business is not going to make me happy. And with this music stuff, at least I have a chance of being happy. So I dissolved the business, and I went full-time into music. That was the point when I started practicing 10 hours a day, and I was like, okay, I'm really going to fucking do it. This was after college. In college, I was practicing 3, 4 maybe, but like this was when I really went in, moved in with my grandparents so I didn't have to make any money, and spent the next 2 years just practicing. And then started getting gigs, and then started touring with some different legacy bands, the Buddy Rich Big Band, the Miles Electric Band, you know, that's like the legacy bands. All the people that played with Miles Davis are in a band, and they call it the Miles Electric Band. So I was the only non-Miles alum that played with that band, and we toured around the world. And then I came up in the Chicago music scene, eventually won the Chicago Music Award for Best Jazz Entertainer, and then was like, okay, now it's time for me to go bigger. I'm going to move to L.A. and try to do pop. And that's when I met Halsey, and we took that. But if I hadn't made that decision, if I hadn't had that point where like I recognize I am like suicidally unhappy right now, and I'm going to move on to something that will make me happy, that will make me fulfilled, and I'm going to give up. I'm going to decide. A decision is when you cut off. Decision. I cut off the previous part of my life, and I'm like, I'm going into a new page, and I'm going to go full fucking force into the thing that's going to make me happy, or at least provide me with some level of satisfaction. And I'm glad that I did. And that was the beginning of the rest of my life.
I want to give a huge round of applause to the Martin cast. Please download BET Plus and watch the Martin cast. The reunion, excuse me. If you don't know, if this is your first time watching God Talk, which I'm pretty sure it's not, last episode or last week we discussed Martin, and the question I asked my brother G over here, I said, when was the time that you wanted to just throw in the towel in this music shit? And he said, yo, I'm 23, I got a side business, it's not giving its potential. I'm putting all into this, and I'm putting all into my music. I have to split myself because, one, I need bread, and then two, I'm passionate about this. I'm understanding that this shit is not going right, and I'm hitting a low point. And what did he do? He did exactly what Martin did, exactly what we've been talking about this entire last week. We talked about seeking silence, going on that sabbatical, turning your phone off, getting away from it, seeking to be better. And is that not what you did?
Exactly.
You fuck with Martin. I know you know all the episodes of Martin, right?
I can't
What?
say I do.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
And I walked outside Monday. I told Mo, I said, Mo to the, eat to the. She was like, I was like, you don't know Moesha, Mo?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've not watched television.
We're binge watching Martin together.
I have not watched it since high school.
No,
bro.
that
I've not watched
Martin
TV.
is no. Martin is a huge icon of our culture and creativity. He is a huge on every aspect. And last week we spent, his wife in the show is named Gina. And Martin, he had a radio show and he got fired and he had to really look for another job, and it was just so much going on. He wanted to be creative, but he had to go buff floors. And then he left and he went to this like cult type of thing. It's a comedy show. So it was hilarious, but it was so important to me that he realized that things weren't going his way, and I needed to get away from everything that I was familiar with to get better. And when he got back, he turned his home into a studio. He had a TV show, Word on the Street, and then that became a bigger show. He got on TV, and it just blew up. So everything that you said resonated with me, and hopefully everybody that watches this show, man. So
well, maybe we should do like a watching party at the studio or
yes,
something. Like
especially right now it's hot because especially if you have like a Martin the Reunion show, because that just dropped last week. And Martin is huge, man.
Bro.
Like, I love him.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We dedicated last week to Martin. So shout out to Martin. And ultimately his shout out was because he was using his creativity to the ultimate level, and it rained down and it has dripped down to generations. Like, the reunion almost brought me to tears, man, you know, and it was very nostalgic. And I don't have this show right now without Martin going through what he went through on that show, but he ultimately went through that shit in real life. So shout out to him for the bounce back, Martin Lawrence, man, for real.
Yeah.
Greg, we talked about a lot of shit, man. Everybody that you see in here, we're gonna pull up tonight, and I got everybody saw it on live, so they're like, oh, I want to play, man. I want to tag in.
Yes.
So we're going to be here on
out.
Monday.
And give us your email addresses when you come out. We'll have it by the door, because then we'll send everybody the finished thing when it's done. Everybody can post it.
Facts. And so I believe this show was amazing. I learned everything that I wanted to learn about you on our initial launch of being this new friends campaign. All right. So just give me something, man. Land this plane. Stevie OG walked in fresh from Milwaukee out there on the Juneteenth.
Chi-Town shout out.
Marching with us, man.
Yes, sir.
We about to break his brain, man, and really get all into his business. Go ahead and land this plane, man. Tell us anything that we didn't know that you feel like we need to know, that we missed, that we shouldn't have missed. Go ahead.
What I think what you need to know is how much I respect you and what you're doing. I really think
round of applause.
Thank you, G. You know, like this show and what you're doing, and like you know, what I see you as a pillar in this community. So I'm sure the community is grateful for you, and I'm grateful for you and for the community for welcoming me in with open arms. And I see there's so much awesome shit that we can do together. And yeah, I'm really excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. I'll leave it at that, because like, you know, the app, I'll support everybody I can with the app. Fan initiated crowdfunding. Anybody who wants to get with that, just hit me up. It's a great way for creators to do more for their fan base, and make money while doing it. And you know, come to these Monday Night Jams at the studio. Let's get it going.
And this ain't the last time y'all gonna see G, man. Round of applause for G and Tiny Room Studio and his huge pianist career. He is working, man. He shared a lot of game. Nam-myo ho-renge kyo. We really had our first chant session, man, on God's Talk. I believe that we grew a little bit, man. I truly believe that. We're going to come right back from break with my brother from Milwaukee who was outside pounding the pavement with us, man. We gave away 100 T-shirts to all the fathers at the Juneteenth celebration, man. It was a museum of beautiful people. It was amazing. Shout out to every single father. Your father then just handed you the piano, the fingers, and everything. So you know the power of fatherhood. Shout out to everybody representing fatherhood out there, living, alive, deadbeat, or anything. We celebrating y'all so y'all can get inspired to go ahead and get in this hood with us, man. We'll be right back with my brother STEVO, G, Milwaukee. I'm going to play 6 again, man, because she just got a lot of ass in this video, and it's worth running back. All right, man. We'll see y'all in 2 seconds.
Another day without hoes.
Hey, remember that girl from the mall yesterday, though?
Light skin.
I know you thought she was bad.
Yeah, she was a little bad.
She got hella friends, so we could call them motherfuckers something, come up here, we can turn up.
Right now?
Right now.
They not fucking with us, bro.
Nigga, they gon' fuck with us, nigga. Bet I call
They not fucking with who?
Nigga, all I'ma say is...
Well, let me see what you
hey,
pull
we
off.
got Stephen G over here.
Nah, don't say that.
Go by. That's why. X. Better watch your bitch. Yeah. You can come, but hey, the homies is here from the side. Bring your crew.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none.
Ain't no party like a Midwest party, cause a Midwest party don't stop. We could be friends, switching me friends. He could be her, she could be his. And look, I got stuck with close friends. Dimes in a group, hella sweet for short change. This is how we do it. Ivy League is a motherfucking movement. If she down, I'ma make her go through it. I get it 100 different ways. I'm in 100 different lanes. By myself, I'ma get it anyway.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no way. Tell them hating ass niggas get their weight up. Yeah, everything I wanna do is a layup. It's an easy call when you're on the way up.
Yeah, and I go by SY. X. Yeah, shorty from the East Coast. Welcome to the West Side. Yeah, okay, welcome to the best side. Got this shorty on tour and she asked if she could test drive. Put her in the middle with the homie on the left side. Call the homegirls, tell them they can come through. Got the Casamigos, bring the bottle with that Don Who. 1940 deuce, now they fucking with the Don too. Yeah, okay, you fucking with a Don too. Don Dada, dripping in that Prada. 6 shots in, now I'm flirting with her partner. Upper echelon with a bit of finesse. She know exactly who I am, talk to me with respect. Shorty on the marathon, trying to see the marathon. Hit for 2 days, so she only brought a carry-on. Ain't no fun if the homies can't kick it. Spirit flight back, cause I didn't buy the ticket.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no way. Tell them hating ass niggas get their weight up. Yeah, everything I wanna do is a layup. Yeah, it's an easy call when you're on the way up. We got a classic, yeah. It's some hoes in here. I ain't trippin', nigga, had some. At me, that's me, gripping on her ass cheek. Hit her from the front, then I slide it to the back seat. She want her back, bro, but she running like a track meet. Close friends are the only fans, she don't wanna ask me. I said it ain't nobody playing. If you wanted to, then girl, just say it. Nah, I bet they never say pipe time. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none.
You know what's crazy? I do this thing like, you know, when I get a big booty, nice, soft ass, fat ass. You know what I'm saying? I go to the crib, pull up, get on the couch, and I just be staring at her and just staring at her.
Nigga,
she gets to talking, then I just do this move and I be like, in the middle of her conversation, I be like, that's crazy.
Facebook, what's the deal in this bitch? I be forgetting that niggas is on Facebook sometimes because I don't see the comments popping up type shit. So I'll be a little like in the y'all just a little bit. You feel me? If you know where you at, welcome to Flip Back God Talk Live. I'm your host, Shine of God Radio. Shine, August D, Haitian Sensation, R&B Sensation. Real nigga blues in your pocket right now. Wow. Somebody said we need to play some Midwest swang, some Saint Lunatics in this motherfucker. They said the Midwest is in the building. Round of applause for Minnesota. Round of applause for Chi-Town. Round of applause for Milwaukee. With you by my side, we can touch the sky cause we win. We win, we win, we win, 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 we win. One of the biggest wins of my life. I celebrated with my kids. I celebrated with my friends. We pound the motherfucking pavement at the Juneteenth celebration. Round of applause for the museum of people that shouted out, that showed out, and came out to the Juneteenth celebration. One of them motherfuckers is here right now, all the way from Milwaukee. Stevie OG. Steve OG is here, man. Go ahead, pull up to the pulpit. He gonna get ready to preach for y'all. Round of applause for my nigga. Round of applause for my nigga. Let me tell you something real quick. You said you left Juneteenth, the march yesterday, right? And you was like, yeah, I'm about to go get dressed, right? And then I seen a picture of you and you had a shirt with boats on it. Is that your definition of getting dressed? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Was that a polo shirt? Put the headphones on, man. Talking to Mike, man. Talk your shit, because I'm pressing niggas. You said that's a polo yalla?
Indeed, with the bow tone. Don't think it's a nautica. It's a polo. I'm a polo man.
I just had to make sure. Okay, I just a round of applause for the polo. What's up with you on polo? Tell me more. Bring the mic closer.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know, I always was a fan of Trick Daddy growing up. And Trick Daddy used to always talk that shit about polo. I used to hear Pimp C talk that shit about polo. And I just love polo, man.
Polo is quality.
Yes, indeed.
And polo is expensive. So you out there blowing a bag. How much was that T-shirt you had on yesterday?
About 80.
80
yeah.
On the T-shirt. And polo don't give no sales. They don't get no discounts or nothing.
No, I caught that in Texas. It was no sale on that.
All right, man. I just want to make sure, because sometimes, you know, Midwest, I be questioning y'all fashion sense just a little.
Oh no.
Just a little bit.
Oh no.
All right. Is Vince fresh to you? Is he a fresh nigga to you?
That's a fly nigga.
That's a fly nigga? He flyered it. Is flyer better than fresh?
Yes. Fly is timeless. What you mean?
Yes.
You can see a picture of somebody flying 75. He was flying 75. He's still going to be flying 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looked like he was flying 75. That's my problem with him.
He been flying, man.
Shout out to Almighty Khan, man. He was in the streets, man. March for Fatherhood. You aren't a father.
Not biologically.
No. But you was out there dragging the wagon like you was out here with 4, 5 kids, man, Father Abraham. So again, I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you again for just believing in us to the point where you actually walked outside and sweated with us, because it was hot as fuck the other day. I can't lie. But what was your experience? What's your take on the whole entire march and the actual physical distribution of what we did?
Listen, to be honest with you, it was epic.
Talking to the mic too. Bring it
Hold on,
closer.
let me get a little closer.
Yeah, or bring the
Look.
mic closer to you.
To be honest with you, it was epic, bro. I never been a part of an event like that. I've been a part of Juneteenth in my city, and you know what I'm saying, we have similar unity, but you know sometimes it's disrupted with, you know, unexpected violence or whatnot. But it was peaceful. It was black unity. It was enterprising. That black dollar was getting circulated. It was a pleasure and an honor to truly be a part of that. And for y'all that don't know, this is my second time being a part of that.
Second annual March for Fatherhood. Round of applause for real.
When I heard about what this brother was doing last year, I said I got to be a part of that. This is bigger than my city. This is bigger than anything we got going on in the country. We trying to affect everybody. So we're not going to limit it to our backyards. You know what I'm saying? We're going to spread that love. We're going to beat that pavement up all the time, no matter where we at. We're going to reach and teach our people.
Because this, let me tell you, yeah, we do a little something like this, but I never really thought about touching the people till, I don't know if you remember, Con, when we went out that day, I had my albums, you had your mixtapes, and we pounded pavement, and I gave mine out, you sold yours. And we talked about that, just the difference between selling and giving shit out. Absolutely. But most importantly, the underlying factor, which I really adopted from you and just talking to you, was touching the people, getting out, pounding the pavement, and touching the people. So a round of applause for my nigga Almighty Khan for just injecting that into my spirit, for real, for real. So as we did that, and as we really walked through the museum that was Leimert Park, that's all it reminded me of, was just a museum of everything that we represent. What's some things that stood out to you just from the experience, from some conversations you had with the people, just anything, just break it down for me.
They were truly appreciative. When I go to Leimert Park, anytime I get in that area by Crenshaw, it's just a black unity that I get to experience. It's a love in the air. I actually seen the sign where they calling that Little Africa now. I don't know if they've been doing that, but it so fits it. You know what I'm saying?
Little Africa?
Yep. I seen a couple hats that said Little Africa. I like the sound of that. You know, they got their Chinatowns. You got your Italian communities, and it's no disrespect to them, but we need something of our own.
We need our own. Facts.
For real.
I appreciate that, man. Give me a highlight conversation or a highlight interaction that you encountered out there.
Oh, definitely. I had a conversation with a father who was with a daughter and a son, and he was just so in awe of what we was doing. You know, a lot of people offered us donations and things of that nature, but just to know that it was coming free from our hearts, attached with the message in the back.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So that was just something that people appreciated. It was so thoughtful, and like I always tell people, at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to be rich to give back.
You don't, because we ain't.
Be rich to give back.
And
We are not
did.
rich. We rich in spirit now. You know, we've been rich in spirit, you know, and when you're rich in spirit, finances eventually come.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well said. I need to get a bell for that. That was fire. I like that shit, man. Before we just move on from this fatherhood shit, I'm about to get rude and disrespectful with you in 2 seconds. But I just want to you say you're not a biological father,
yes,
but you're a fatherhood spirit. You represent
Yes, sir.
fatherhood to somebody.
Indeed.
So just break that somebody down, and also break that role that you have to walk in. And ultimately, if you want to give your unbiological kids a shout out, I ain't mad either. But go ahead and speak on that for me.
Well, to be honest with you, this all started. I'm the oldest of 6 children.
Monty Moose said, speak up.
Moo, you can hear me, baby? Hopefully you can hear me a little better. We're going to talk a little clearer, too. Okay, like I was saying, I'm the oldest of 6 children. So quite naturally, it was always, you know, I got to take care of everybody else. That was always in my mentality, you know what I'm saying, growing up on the north side of Milwaukee. I mentor, I counsel, I deal with children between the ages sometimes of 10 to 21. We try to get them at the most influential stages in their life so they can channel all that negativity into positivity. So we in and out of high schools. We in and out of target areas within Milwaukee with a lot of violence. And we reaching out to the youth, the most important generation, the most fearless generation. We just trying to get them to turn that around in a positive way. So I'm a father figure to a lot of people. I'm a father figure to my little cousin. I'm a father figure to a lot of people we work with within these schools, young men and young women. And even if you don't have children, shout out to Dr. Umar. I'm going to give him that shout out because I heard him say something one time that touched me. Like, even if you don't got children biologically, you should be a father figure or some kind of role model to somebody out there, somebody who look up to you even if you don't know it.
Well said.
You know what I'm saying?
Bell, fucking sure. Here we go. So one more before we get rude and disrespectful. What's the key to not having kids, nigga? What the fuck? This nigga didn't live his life. You a virgin? He's a virgin, right? But how you not have kids right now? Like, what's the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, so, like
polo shirts, he ain't getting no ass.
I have a great sex life. You know, let's just be honest with you.
Talk to me, man.
I'm gonna just put it out there to you flat out. You know, and
nigga said sex life.
Just being honest.
He said sex life.
I'm dead ass serious. Look, so just because I may, you know, okay, me and this woman have sex, that doesn't mean I want to procreate with you. And I think that a lot of people get the two mixed up. I think a lot of people get caught up in the momentary feelings of lust and things of that nature, and they just decide to, I'm going to have a baby by her, or I'm going to have a baby by him. But, you know, necessarily don't think about that aftermath and if we going to be together or if we even love each other. You know, there's people out here who don't even love each other that got children. You know what I'm saying? So I always been thoughtful with that. I always been, you know, when the time is right and I run into that right queen, you know what I'm saying, I'll know, and you know we'll take it from there. But I've never been in a rush to just have a child with no purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got a proper plan. You know.
I heard pull out game on fleek. That's what I heard. Everything he just said, pull out game on fleek. That's all I heard. Because like I'm thinking like, does this nigga have accidents? And ain't been no situations.
Listen.
Nigga, pull out key.
I would be a lie to you if I, you know, told you that I never had no pregnancy scares, my nigga. I done got them calls, Steve. My face getting fatter. My body just feel different.
My body, not the body.
Yeah. So, of course, I done had them calls before, but, you know, I'm a careful man. I'm a thoughtful man, and, you know, when it's time to do that, I'm very calculated.
Bitch, I wasn't trying to procreate with you. What you mean your body?
So
I hear you, man. This nigga is not trying to procreate. Don't be procreating with the homie. Let's get real disrespectful, man. You need a lighter here. Because I ain't saying you missed. Nigga didn't hit everyone, but let's get high, man. Because this nigga Almighty Khan, he be coming here thinking he like the God Talk champion and shit. He be over here on his like fluidity, words, top-notch vocabulary and shit. So let me just see if this shit is like a Milwaukee thing or if this is just this nigga Almighty Khan being on his best behavior, man. So who the fuck is Steve OG? I like Steve. It's Steve, right?
Let's break this all the way down, right?
Tell me.
So dig this, right? My name is Steven, right? Not like S-T-E-V-E-N, S-T-E-P-H-E-N, like Stephen King, right? So look, growing up, they called me Steve. Then as I got a little older, they called me Stevo. And then, you know, based on that growth and development community affiliation, they start calling me Steve OG. Mm-hmm. So that's where that all came. Well, they all variations of Steve.
Steve OG.
Yeah,
does anybody call you Stevie?
You know what? Some women do that on some funny shit. Like, hey, Stevie. On some funny shit, but, you know, don't nobody really call me Stevie.
Steve OG.
Yep,
Steve OG. My man didn't evolve, man. Round of applause all the way from Milwaukee. So what the fuck, man? You been in LA a lot, man. Just what's your deal? I want to say fascination because this man loves motherfucking. He said he was wearing Dickie suits when he was young. He loved the West Coast. So tell me about the love for the West Coast that you have.
Man, it's been like that since I was a child. I grew up watching these movies out here. I grew up like one day I'm gonna get there. And by me coming from a family that was, you know, less fortunate, we didn't take trips like that. If we took trips, we was going to Chicago or Mississippi. Well, no east or no west. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get to know east or no west until I was a grown-ass man. So, you know, just growing up, I always admired the culture out here. I always liked the fact that y'all are a melting pot. I come from a segregated
Facts.
city. You know what I'm saying? My city is separated by viaducts and bridges and things of that nature.
What the fuck is a viaduct, nigga?
Let me break down a viaduct. A viaduct in the city of Milwaukee pretty much separates each sides of town. So you have a viaduct that goes to the south side. You actually have 3 viaducts that
Like
go
it's
to
like
the
a
south
wall?
side. It's a bridge,
Mm.
but to me, you know what I mean, it's pretty much to keep us separated. The black and the brown,
Okay.
you know, that type of thing. Because if y'all don't know, Milwaukee is the most segregated city in America. You can look that up, you know, and they keep us separated so we don't unify and gain power together.
And I wanna stay there because I was gonna go straight hip hop with it, but let's stay there in your city. Fuck the Bucks, fuck Giannis.
No, we not going.
He get better. Giannis get better, but
We not going.
I don't. It's one off. I was telling Smooth the Rams is one off. Tell me about your city, man. You said it's the 3rd most segregated. What'd you say?
No, it's the most segregated.
The most
city,
segregated?
Yep, in America. Milwaukee is the hardest place for a black person to survive in America. Men and women. Wisconsin in itself incarcerates more black people than anybody damn near in the world. You can look that up. That's the state's bread and butter. You understand what I'm saying? So, majority of us in Wisconsin, or, you know, whether it be Milwaukee, Kenosha, Racine, things of that nature, and some of your more blacker communities, we have felonies, or we done been to prison before, because in Wisconsin, you can get locked up for some of the smallest things.
Bullshit.
Yep, that can turn into something big as well. So just being in a city like that and knowing that, you know, we got a bigger opposition. We got a different opposition. You know, my opposition don't look like us.
Mm-hmm.
My opposition is making plans for us, and we don't even see them, nor do we combat those plans. So, you know, that's
Well
how
said.
it is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And let's talk about you said something super specific that I wanted to break down. You said it's one of the hardest cities for a black man to survive in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that only because of like law enforcement, or what is really going on? Because I know y'all have Heal the Hood,
Mm-hmm.
and there's
Shout out, brother Ajamu, too.
yeah, if that's the highest segregated and that's the hardest city for us to survive in, I know there's multiple oppositions. So what's really going on in the mill, man?
I'm gonna break it down, man. Milwaukee, traditionally, Milwaukee was a game-oriented city, not game-oriented
Like
city.
Las Vegas or
No. I'm talking about Mouthpiece. I'm talking about pimps, players,
Pimping.
Max, things of that nature. You know, we were always in the middle of the map. So, you know, traditionally, like back in the day, you know, a lot of them drugs wasn't getting there. And when them drugs was getting there, you know, we was getting taxed for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So you had brothers who really couldn't do nothing but rely on their mouthpiece or their mind to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? And if that took pimping or macking or playing on the women, you had a lot of that going on. That's where a lot of the, you know, the slick talking culture and things of that nature
Gang,
come from in
I hear you.
Milwaukee. Yep.
so keep it going about the opposition.
Okay. The opposition. So everybody know, like my brother Zaire said, the boss of Wisconsin is white, no matter wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what city you in, the boss of Wisconsin is white. One thing about our racism is not like down south where it's in your face and they telling you like, boy or nigga, move around from over here. It's behind your back. So you could be working with somebody and they shaking your hand and telling you how much they love you, and oh Steve, I just love your energy. You come in here, you just, you know, that kind of thing, but secretly could be, you know, getting rid of you from the faculty at work. You come to work the next day and you be fired. Like, what happened? I was just talking to Bob earlier, and now all of a sudden I'm not working. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you got that coupled with we have aggressive law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? You can look it up. It's a lot of things that happen in Milwaukee. You got officers who have killed multiple people. You know, you got officers who have planted things on multiple people. And it's not like I'm just shitting on the whole police force as a whole, but what I'm telling you is that it's crooked in a lot of different ways. Now, if you want to get into the culture of the city and the politics of the city, of course, you have nations there. You got your GDs, you got your vice lords, your Latin kings, your four corner hustlers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those Midwestern nations, you know, and there's no disrespect to nobody else. We call them nations because they were founded on structure and they were founded on principle with, you know, laws and policies to abide by to make you a better man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? So you got nations there, of course, you know, but a lot of brothers within these nations are on the same page with unifying. But you also got pain-based groups, you know, pain-based gangs, kind of like in Chicago, where a brother will die and they'll say, "Oh, this such and such world." You know what I'm saying?
So there's a difference between a nation and there's a difference between a gang.
Indeed, brother.
And the gangs are more pain. How you said that? You said that slick, real Milwaukee style. So, you said they're pain-induced. What'd you say?
They pain-based cliques.
Pain-based.
So, yep, where a prominent figure may be murdered, and they name the group after that. So within that group, you might have GDs and vice lords.
Yeah.
And this influence came from Chicago, you know what I'm saying, along with the drill culture, when they would lose a prominent figure and rename a whole group after that, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it's all trauma. You feel me?
Pain-based.
Pain-based.
And if you can just run back, so a gang would be pain-based, and the nation would be. You said it was based on getting better. Break it down one more time.
Nations were built on laws and policies and rules to keep you intact as a man or a woman. Now, what you got to understand is a lot of these nations, they had great thinkers, and they had great thinkers at a young age. Like if you look it up within the Midwest with a lot of these nations and things of that nature, a lot of these leaders, you know, and a lot of these people from back in that era, you know what I'm saying, brothers like Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, you know what I'm saying, David Barksdale, you know, these brothers were young. Like when I say these brothers were young, they were deep thinkers. That was something that was going on within the city of Chicago that had an influence on ultimately the world, but had a big influence on Milwaukee because we was, you know, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, while we at it, free Larry Hoover, free Jeff Ford, free all them brothers who been, you know, locked up for so long, but if they were out, they could actually make a change.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Bucket Hat Man. Hey, you remember that beef we had about Kanye? Yeah. What'd I tell you? Just wait, right? Then we got a free Larry Hoover concert on Hoover Boulevard. Hey, what we talking about, man? Yes. All right, you know I love to be. Yeah, let's go, Kanye, man. We went. Mary throwing blunts at me. What the fuck? Shout out to Mary Allison, man. She was out there looking like a guy with the booty shorts. Don't be having booty shorts on. We celebrating black people. You gotta have the booty out celebrating because that black booty is a. Hey, I'm sorry, we can't go back to Juneteenth. So real quick before we go on, because I know we got a song together, we got a video together,
yes,
and
sir.
You a hip hop historian. You
yes,
one of the
sir.
best hip hop niggas that I know.
Yes, sir.
But before we go into hip hop, let's go to the other couple H's. Heal the Hood, man. But bust that down. August, you said right? It's in August. Heal the Hood. August. So bust down just the mission or the core values of Heal the Hood, understanding the oppositions that you bust down. How are you combating that with Heal the Hood?
Well, Heal the Hood. Well, shout out to the brother Ajamu once again. He put together this event, you know, every year, and he does it multiple times. The beginning of the summer and at the end of the summer towards the school season or whatnot. But at this event, you know, you got brothers and sisters of all walks of life in Milwaukee that come together. You got brothers and sisters who normally wouldn't even stand next to each other that come together for this event. And you ultimately got that black dollar circulating, just like I seen a lot of yesterday at the events. You know,
except for us, we was out there with the free, nigga. Hey,
indeed, on the love.
But love.
You know, at the end of the day, Heal the Hood is historical in Milwaukee. I believe, how many years he been doing that, bro? Like 13, 10 years, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And the last one we just had was on the east side of Milwaukee in the Harambe neighborhood, and it was a great turnout. Great turnout.
Harambe, ain't that the gorilla that, like, fucked up the baby?
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
All right, my fault.
But you can look it up, though.
My fault. So I think when you said twice a year, I think we got to do a march for Mother's Day, man. A march for motherhood.
Absolutely.
It's only right.
Absolutely.
It's only right. Even though the motherfuckers get all the baskets and all the cologne and all of and all the yalla.
Absolutely.
But we got to find something.
Awesome.
Our key, we would have to find something different outside of flowers and baskets. Maybe just motherhood T-shirts. Maybe just keep the T-shirts going. We ain't got enough T-shirts for all the mothers. We got too many. Well, I mean, every mother got to have a father, so it's equal. Yeah. All right, fuck it. So, I mean, let's march for motherhood. Y'all heard it here first, man. Round of applause for the marches, man. We making impact. Heal the Hood is 13 years in. March for Fatherhood is 2 years in. We doing well, man. And you can't start a race or nothing without the first couple steps. So shout out to the steps we done took so far. And let's go ahead and get into the facts of who you are as a rapper. Actually, let's wait. Let me put that on pause.
Go ahead.
Let's go right back to the nations and the gangs. Again, the gangs are built off of pain base. Normally, we ain't gonna put everybody in the book, but let's just say that.
Yeah, when I say 1,000 parts too. When I say 1,000 parts, that's just pardon me 1,000 times, brother, if that ever happens. But what I'm saying is this: you got the pain-based groups, and you also got the neighborhoods. So I would compare the neighborhoods to like, all right, you know how in the Bay Area, Oakland, you know how they kind of like hood bang. It's not no colors and things of that nature. That's kind of like how it is traditionally in Milwaukee too. You got your nations, but the nations we all on the same page because we done been through the fights and we done took the losses and been through all that trauma. Now we trying to not even trying, we're correcting that trauma and correcting that trauma with the younger generations. You know what I'm saying? But you also got the neighborhoods, the traditional neighborhoods in Milwaukee. And real quick, let me put this out here, and it's not a biased thing. I'm from the north side. But the north side is the biggest side of Milwaukee. It has the most problems. And, I'm not taking nothing away from no other side of Milwaukee, but the north side has the most problems. So, that's where a lot of the center things go on. And when I spoke on that viaduct earlier, shout out to the south side. They do their best to keep us divided, but that doesn't work. You got good men and women coming together, to
on both sides.
Right, yeah, rising against that opposition that we was talking about earlier.
And I know my nigga V got banged on, and he changed that whole thing into a moment of love.
Indeed.
So I want to ask you, what nation are you from? What nation do you represent?
I am of the growth and development community. When I say of the growth and development community, I'm a product of Larry. At the end of the day, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? And his teachings, his laws and policies that groom boys to men. You understand what I'm saying? Growth and development, So when you hear when you hear
y'all niggas slick, boy. I heard that. Okay, growth and development. GD. Hey, stop playing with me, nigga. Hey, round of applause, nigga. Growth and development. Stop playing with me. I heard you.
Yes, sir. So, within this growth and development community, at the end of the day, you can Google things and you can see things, in social media, but, people got to understand and, know that we weren't a gang. You know what I'm saying? We weren't a gang. We aren't a gang.
Growth and development, nigga. Mm-hmm. That was fire, dog. I love how you broke that down, man. That was round of applause. This nigga's crazy. So I want to ask you, man, just the same way I asked you about your role in your fatherhood. What's your role in your nation?
My role in my nation? Well, at the end of the day, whatever you are in life, no matter the walk of life, you have to be an example to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm an example to my brothers and my sisters. I'm going to support them in every righteous endeavor. Like what we just did, that's a righteous endeavor. I fly about a righteous endeavor. You understand what I'm saying?
Check. I hear you.
So at the end of the day, whatever they doing positive and I'm doing positive, we in support of each other. My role is to be that big brother. You understand what I'm saying? That uncle figure, that's somebody you can talk to and come and seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from. Just gonna give it to you plain. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my role is.
That was fucking well said. So how can I get put on? What the fuck? Well, I gotta shoot a nigga or like.
Listen.
I get jumped in. What? How many phases I gotta catch? What the fuck? What's good? Like, you hear me?
Let me explain something, man. Look, that's not what we about.
5 man, 3 man, 5 minutes.
Nah. Growth and development is universal, brother. You don't have to be a GD to live in growth and development. That's universal. That can apply to any lifestyle, nationality, ideology, creed, whatever, Growth and development is about evolving. That's it.
So I'm already put on.
Yeah.
For real?
You in the vision.
Oh shit.
You're evolving.
I know I was a gang
For
member.
real.
What I do?
No. You in the vision.
I'm in
growth and
Oh,
development.
but I'm not put on. I'm in the vision.
Not put on.
Damn. I knew it in my heart, like the way I rep the Patriots, I knew like I could really hold the hood down, my nigga. I could hold the nation down. But P Nation, you already know, Patriot Gang, we going back to the Super Bowl this year. I'm sliding out bets, you feel me, in a couple weeks. Let me just get in my bag and then I'm gonna talk to y'all about that. But we going back to the Super Bowl for real. Fuck the Rams. We might go back against the Rams and smack them niggas. Whoa, that would be crazy. Real quick before we go to a break, man. Is your rap name Steve OG?
No, originally, bro, you know what my rap name was? 7, like the number 7. You know 7 is a special number.
Amen.
And you a conscious brother, so
Conscious.
you know. I always like 7, and you know, always like 7 also for the G, for the growth, you know. So originally it was 7, and then like I said, they start calling me STEVO. And then with that G slapped on there, you already know STEVO Growth. That became my music name. You know.
You motherfuckers, man. I think I'm low key like from Milwaukee a little bit, cause I got a little pimp in me too, just a little bit. But I don't talk like y'all. Y'all
Listen. They playing your music though.
Growth and development. Shout out to Milwaukee. Milwaukee is always on my highest streaming list. They always top. I want to say 3. I'm gonna say 5, so I'm not wrong. But I want to say Milwaukee is always top 3. I got one. It's blunts in here. Let's go to break, man, so we can pass these blunts around. And we'll be right back, man. Steve OG. Wow, man. All the way. He said he support righteousness, man. You on the righteous path, the nigga will fly out to support, man. Shout out to Milwaukee, man. Happy birthday, Chubbs. Chubbs, you.
Hey, look at everything I got.
You are wild, Chubbs. You are iconically wild.
Had to learn to let it go. I didn't want to make sense of it, but I had to. Tell me when I lose.
Church sex video next month on the 28th. Church sex video. We got the church. Everything is booked. Slink Johnson, I need you, baby.
We live a full life of abundance. We trip off nothing, no, way too often. Put the bullshit to the side and get it poppin'. Got body, got mind, got soul, but I'm still a man. It's a thin line between both. It's still a line between where I'm at and finna go.
Duck, turn the light, that's the vendor, let it go. I'm getting closer to my zone. I call my dad on the phone just to say hello. It ain't that much I need to know. I got kids on my own, they finna be gross. Even when you right, they still say that you're wrong. Fatherhood.
Protect me from these enemies. 50 told me that winners don't get no sympathy.
I had a cold fatherhood moment last night, man. Ruined my whole Father's Day.
Cause they friends with me. Gotta put myself in positions that niggas need me.
But I get possessive over shit I love so easy.
Everybody getting money, shout to EDD. So you should leave out different than how you enter quarantine.
Look at everything I got.
How could I ever want more?
How could I want more?
Look at everything I had. Had to learn to let it go.
Had to learn to
Didn't want to
let
make
it
sense of it, but I
go.
had to. Tell me when I lose it, that's when I know the fact. Walking through the valley of the field.
Shout out to Drake Carlito. The nigga changed his name from Cushy to Drake. What the fuck? I'm not fucking with you, Cushy. I ain't heard a Cushy single in 7 years. I think this is his last song. Earn my stripes and earn my blessings. To all my friends who I've been on y'all head about creativity, it's because I've been chilling with my nigga Greg. The nigga said he empower creativity. I can't be around you if you're not using your creativity, especially if you're good at it.
Making plays in the kitchen, in the back of the buildings where my niggas on the mission.
God bless everybody that's trying to prioritize using their creativity. Let the abundance flow. Let the money flow. Let the financial backing flow. Give them everything they need financially so we can really contribute to the world. So we can really give out 1 million t-shirts instead of 100. Really give us that backing, Father. You see us working. Niggas that ain't working, don't give up, man, for real. Y'all see what we got going. If you know where you at, welcome to Flip Back God Talk Live. Stevie OG on the pulpit with me. Your host, Shine of God Radio, Shine August, the Haitian sensation, R&B sensation. Real nigga blues. All the way from the mill, man. Round of applause for my nigga Steve OG. What does the G stand for? I don't know, nigga. Just say Steve OG. It's cool, nigga. It don't matter, nigga. Grow, nigga. It don't matter, nigga. The G is Nigga, I'm put on, nigga. Did y'all hear that? Nigga, I'm a gang banger, nigga. I want to be one my whole life, nigga. But I chose music, man. I chose making beats instead of making pop. You hear me? But I'm banging now, nigga. This is my first day. What I gotta do? Like,
let me just, you hear what you just said?
Can I like GD walk or some shit?
No. You hear, what did you say? You made a choice, right? And you made a positive choice, right? That's growth and development.
GD, nigga, what a GD song? Nigga, that was my favorite part of the Kanye listening party. I call this nigga, I'm like, bro, you watching Kanye do this GD shit? GD. That shit hard, man. Shout out to all my thugs, man. I love y'all niggas, man. But let's get into it, man, because I had the pleasure of rapping with you, doing a song with you. We got the beat from Milwaukee, I think, Fire Production. And you a rapper, nigga. So
shout out Mikey.
Shout out Mikey, that's the producer, right?
Yes, indeed. Mikey is an animal, man. That's who made that beat for that beautiful. You know?
Beautiful.
So,
shot the video. Was you on? Huh?
King
Keys shot the video. Shout out to King Keys. Happy first Father's Day, nigga. Round of applause for my nigga King Keys. You feel me? Nigga doing everything the right way. Shout out to everybody doing everything the right way. That's another somebody, God. You feel me? We out here working for you. We got creativity for you. You put it on our heart for a reason. Put that that back in. So let's bust down this hip hop, man. You're a hip hop historian. Why are you a rapper? What made you want to rap?
I always felt like not just rap, but music, good music moved me spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I could be in my downest moment and play a song, not just a rap song, but any kind of song, a song, and it can lift my spirits.
Or do the opposite. Yeah, because music got it, you know what I mean? Yeah, for
music
real.
Can do
power,
that,
yes, sir.
Music is like a drug, you know? So I was always traditionally into music, but of course it was nothing like that hip-hop. It was nothing like that rap, you know what I'm saying, that I could relate with most and, you know, was thought-provoking for me, you know what I'm saying? I was the type where I would have $30 in my pocket. I come from the era where I was going to buy that CD.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Just have to explain that to the kids, the
indeed.
CDs.
I would catch the bus just to go buy that CD.
Yes, sir.
If I fuck with that artist like that.
Where did y'all shop? What was y'all CD store called?
Sam Goody.
Sam Goody? Damn. Did we have a Sam Goody out
here? Yeah.
Sam Goody. We had CD the warehouse, CD warehouse. That's where we was at. And like Target, Circuit City, yeah. So you picked up. Give me the first one you popped in your. Give me the first one that pops in your head. What CD did you hop on the bus to go pick up?
Listen, man. I was like 9, 10. I went to get a cassette, my nigga.
Talk your shit. What cassette?
I went to get a cassette.
What cassette was it?
East 99. You know what I'm saying? That was the Bone.
Who?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, bro. Like I went and bought a cassette. I was with my younger brother. He said, "There's one more left." You know what I'm saying?
How old were you when you were
bro,
listening to
like
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
9 or 10, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Indeed, bro. It's a good thing, though.
Good thing.
Grew up on some good music.
Great music.
Great music.
I went to that Versus. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. Shout out to Versus Omarion versus Mario at the Novo. You know I'll be there.
Midwest.
I'll be there. Yeah, Mario from the Midwest, right?
No, Bone is from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Mario originally.
I think Mario from Milwaukee. Yeah, Mario from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Tank from Milwaukee. Yeah, I gotta go from Milwaukee, man. I gotta go to Milwaukee. So tell me, you got the cassettes, and what moment where you was like, God damn, I'm about to do this?
That didn't come till later in life. You gotta understand, it was a point where the streets was more intriguing to me than music and sports. You know what I'm saying?
Growth and development. Talk your shit.
Yeah, so at the time when I was lost, running around, I say wild with the wrong kind of leadership, you know what I'm saying? It was times where I'd be like, I know it's more to this. I know it's, something else that I could be doing. I could take my experiences and actually talk about these experiences and express myself at the same time, but get people to feel me. And when I started, I didn't care if 2 or 3 people was feeling me.
I'm listening.
That was enough fuel for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch somebody, and I knew I could do it through music. And I figured, like, you know what? I study this, I live by a lot of this. I didn't have a father figure. A lot of these artists I kind of looked up to like father figures and things.
So you listening to it.
Absolutely.
You listening to some good music.
Good music.
And then you outside having your own experiences.
Absolutely.
Then you're growing and developing the skill and the desire to express said experiences.
Absolutely.
Using the tools that you've been listening to for so long. And here we got STEVO the rapper.
Yes, sir.
Was he trash when he first started? Huh?
He did.
You convinced him?
He convinced me in 2004. He said, look, man, you know, I'm going to go to the studio. First studio I ever been in. Shout out Bucci, too. I got to shout him out, too.
Bucci? Shout out Bucci, man.
Yeah. That was the first studio I came in. Listen, bro, I came in there rapping like Eazy-E, bro.
Talk
I
that
was
shit.
just on some, like,
Pimp shit.
straight gangster, pimp shit. I'm talking about women shaking ass and shit. Like, when I look back at that, bro, it was so comical, but I was just so,
This
like,
nigga said comical.
I didn't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as time progressed and I took it more serious, I say by 2007, I was putting pride in my pen. You know what I'm saying? Going to work.
Why do y'all choose such delicate vocabulary? Why do y'all talk so good, huh? As time progressed, do you hear this nigga talking to me? What the fuck? I am fucking gamed up right now, man. So you said he was popping that popping that ass shit. You remember his first rap? What? How it start? What did it say? Jaws is dropping. Ass is fuck. Hell no. Iron Shopping's on. You do kind of look like Pimp C a little bit. I can see it. You put a fur on this, man. We got Pimp C, man. Rest in peace, Pimp C, man. And that was another amazing verses as well. That UGK versus. Come on, I know you was in there.
Shout out to legends, though. Bro.
Shout out to the legends, man. We here, man. Hip hop historians. So what has rap done for you, man?
Rap has got me through some of the toughest times in my life with multiple artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be Tupac, whether it be DMX, you know, I don't care if I was listening to some old school shit. I don't care if I needed to listen to some Sade or something to calm myself down. You know what I mean? Like, I listened to all kind of music. You know what I'm saying? I was just open to it. But rap specifically, you know what I'm saying, was pretty much like a soundtrack to my life.
Give me your top 5. Fresh off mine. Go.
Ooh-wee. I'm going to put this out here, bro. It changes.
Go, man.
It changes sometimes. You know I'm going to put Pac number 1, though, right? Easy call. 2, Nas. 3. I always battle, bro, with this between DMX and Big L, bro. Like, but Big L, bro.
3?
Yeah. You asking me my favorite or?
I'm listening. I'm listening. Fresh off mine. It ain't no favorite. Ain't no top. It's just whatever come to your mind. So we got Pac. You got who else you say?
I said Pac.
Nas. Yeah,
Big
that
L,
was it.
right?
Number 2, Nas.
Yes.
And then Big L. Okay.
Yes, you said that like you had a discussion.
Number 2, top 2. All right. I'm no beef. No beef.
Okay.
All right.
Then I said Big L.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said I battle with DMX sometimes. You know.
So you'll go Big L, DMX 4.
Yep. And I didn't say pun, did I?
Oh my God.
I didn't say pun, did I?
Fuck. No, nigga, you didn't.
Nigga, pun, nigga. Yeah. Rest in peace.
I'm not rolling. Where's Hov? What the fuck?
Where's Hov?
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
That's the architect.
Jay-Z is one of my favorite.
You put Big L up there, but
listen. Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, I'm a Jay-Z fan.
You're a
You
disrespectful
understand what I'm saying?
Jay-Z
Now, listen. When it comes to total package, from a lyricist to a great rapper to a businessman, Jay-Z is untouchable in that sense. You understand what I'm saying?
top 5.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's the best with that, bro. Jay-Z is a business, like he said.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
You waiting for the punchline?
How did he not make your top 5 then?
Listen, bro, I battle with Jay-Z and Big Pun all the time, bro.
Oh, so he'll be 5th.
Listen, I battle. Listen, it'll do something like this. You see, I'm smoking the blunt. I might listen to the Big L, Jay-Z freestyle and change my mind after that shit.
How many albums did Big Pun have?
Pun had 3.
What was any like what class? How many classics? 1, right? The second and the third.
Yeah, and what was the second joint? Yeah, baby. Where he was on there like Jordan.
I like the second one. Yeah, baby. I don't know the second one.
Yeah.
Like no Jay-Z, no Big Pun.
Listen.
Jay-Z?
They've been around the same time.
Same.
So if you compare them at age frame, go listen to Jay-Z at 26 and listen to Big Pun at 26. It's no comparison.
It's no comparison.
It's no comparison.
And see, when you gotta understand, like with me and brothers like this, we put our top. We lyricists driven. You know what I'm saying? We talking about words. I don't give a fuck about.
Cause a lot of Jay-Z, yeah, he definitely got the lyrics, but a lot of that is production. A lot of that, like it's heavy lyrics, heavy production. So it was like you said, all around.
All right, so Reasonable Doubt had I would say about some mediocre production, but that still was a good piece of work.
Mediocre album. It was more timing.
Mediocre.
Listening to Reasonable Doubt right now. I got Jay-Z top right there. His Reasonable Doubt. It was more timing than. I'm not really fucking with that.
I don't think so.
He got a couple more better albums. He got a few more better albums than Reasonable Doubt. Yeah, definitely.
That was gonna be that man's last album.
Definitely, I understand the stories. You know she don't like stories though. She was like, "What did LeBron do on the court? Don't tell me off the basketball court." So again, wrapping this rap shit up, man. You told me your top 5. When you get in those, when you get in that booth, I just want to ask you, what is again fatherhood? I ask you your role in your nation. What do you believe your role to be once you step in that booth?
Oh, in that booth. I believe that my role to be is to, put thought into what I do, put substance into what I do. I don't want to be, putting out a bogus or a false message. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing that I got people that look up to me. You know what I'm saying? I got people that do more than just listen to me, like they look up to me in life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So if Allah is blessing me with that position in life, I can't abuse that in no negative way. You know what I'm saying? Or there's repercussions for that. So when I get into anything I do, whether it be music, whether it be community work, I put my all into that. You know what I'm saying? I put my life into that because at the end of the day, you got generations depending on us. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like me, brothers like you, brothers like Brother Zaire, we are dependent upon, and we can't let people down.
I like Steve OG. And you voted for Trump, huh?
No.
You fuck with Trump, right? I could tell.
No. I'm going to be honest with you.
You a Trump man.
As a businessman, it's a little respect there. It's a little respect
there. Don't do that. Don't put a little.
You know
I like it's some respect there.
He was born in the money, though. You feel me? So that's a whole other conversation, though. You know?
Why do people use that against them like that? It just happened.
No, you got to think about it, though. How many of us are born into opportunity?
Why it got to be us?
You could be a Donald Trump if you was born into that kind of money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you ain't get that opportunity, did you?
It's Donald Trumps that didn't come into money like that. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Howard Stern.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's my question. I want to go back to something you said earlier. You said Milwaukee is what's the statement you said? The city of game? What did you say? The home of the game?
It was game-oriented.
Game-oriented. So,
like, you had pimps, players, max, hoes, things of that nature. And, not to be, too rough on the audience, but we going to keep it all the way 100 with no cut. Like, if you get into, like, Iceberg Slim books and things of that nature.
It. Best author.
He has origins of where he got his game from,
Facts.
and that was in
Milwaukee.
You
Facts.
understand what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, it's legendary names that come out of Milwaukee, and it's legendary mouthpieces that come out of Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? So that game-oriented, that's how it originally was. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You always had killers and gorillas there, but at the same time, it was game-oriented. You would have, killers and gorillas, but they still had some game about
Still
themselves.
macking, yeah.
Yeah, they still had some game about themselves. That's why I say it gets a lot of similarities to Oakland. You understand? As far as with
Agreed.
Mouthpiece and, things of that nature.
So, before I know you've been out here, man. You know, LA, like you said, is a melting pot. It's a mess. The pot runneth over like a motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? We got some correcting to do. So from the home of game, a game-based city like Milwaukee, knowing that you got to grow, you got to develop. You understand? Like, give us some game. Let's open it up with the men. What's some observations that you've seen in the city where we can actually correct some of our shortcomings? And then let's talk about our women, our queens, our hoes, our bitches.
You talking about as far as in Los Angeles?
Let's broad as wide as you want to go. Pause.
Well, in my time of coming to LA.
Speaking to the mic.
In my time of coming into LA, it's been a blessing too, and shout out to the brothers that I fuck with, whether you on the red team or the blue team. It's all love. We all together. But yeah, at the same time, it's like this. I always seen that LA was naturally conscious, but just tribal. You know, at the end of the day, you got brothers who could be working with each other and doing so much better and getting so much further, but you know, like y'all say, them invisible lines and boundaries and things of that nature, they don't just stop you from leaving out your neighborhood. They stop like dreams and, you know, plans coming together and things of that nature. You got great minds that live in the same radius, but, you know, they can't fuck with each other, you know, based on politics.
Publicly, yeah.
And that's the city and that's the culture. But what I love about it, you know, L.A. is fearless. Mm-hmm. L.A. has always been fearless. I always looked up to the things and, you know, events that took place out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, L.A. goes hard, and they stand on what they believe. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what y'all could work on, just that unity, brother. Unity. That's it. That's for black people, not just y'all. Yeah. But unity. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together and put the bullshit aside. You know what I'm saying? I come from a city where it's not necessarily violence as far as gangbanging, but we need more unity, too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No matter your city around America, black people, we dying at a rapid rate.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
unnecessarily,
I don't care if it's Compton. I don't care if it's Philly. I don't care if it's Chicago, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Miami, Houston, wherever you from. You know, black men is dying. It's the same shit going on. It's just worse in other places. You know what I'm saying? So, but
and the way to combat that is the unity.
Would be it's a process though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of trauma. I understand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you done lost somebody, and you know, and you want me to work with this brother or this sister. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I understand that shit. Everything is a process though, and I believe that cooler heads will prevail. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people out here. You know what I'm saying? Doing some things like yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with more unity, it's just gonna be more progress. Period. For black people. Period. You know what I'm saying? So
I fuck with that. This nigga's crazy, dog. Did he walk up to a cop yesterday? Did you see that?
Yes.
What?
That's not.
That's game based. That's regular.
That's not shocking.
She was bad.
That's not shocking.
She was bad, but I was baffled, bro. You walk and you had her rolling in her uniform, hand on gun, just laughing, smiling.
Facts.
On post, next to her partner, getting gamed up. What's up with you, bro? What's up with bro?
Listen, man. He come from a culture like I come from a culture where all a woman could tell you is no. That's all. That's the worst that can happen with this situation. I'm going to come at you. I'm a man before anything, and I'm a gentleman. So when I communicate with you, you know what I'm saying, your guards will be down. You understand? But you can let me down easy if that's the case. But 9 times out of 10, even if you let me down, I'm going to leave some kind of memory with you. You're going to forever remember me in that brief encounter. You understand what I'm saying?
These niggas is pimps, man. This is crazy that these are my friends, dog. That's exactly what he said. These are my friends, nigga. This shit's rubbing off. So break it down, man. The same way I asked your observation and your opinion on the brothers, let's talk about the women that you've encountered. Somebody told me that LA, my out-of-town homies, we was talking in the studio, they was like, LA got the easiest hoes. You could go out there and crack the hoes easy. It's the accent for them. It's like that. So is that true, first off? And then give me your observation and your opinion. Are LA women the easiest in all your travels?
Well, I can't shit on the whole population and say they the easiest. But they are sexual. You understand what I'm saying? They more sexual than usual. You got certain cities in in this country that are more sexual than usual. Miami, LA, it's certain cities where, you know, people be with the fucking, bro. Like, it's just, it's normal, bro.
Do you hear this,
Like,
nigga?
straight up.
You're just as wild as this nigga. They just be with the fucking LA.
Hey, we got stories.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a big. I couldn't say anything to my out of town homies. I was defenseless because I don't really know. But they was like, "Yo, LA girls, they with it." And you just saying it's just some cities that's just overly sexual.
It be the vibes too, you know. You got, listen. You got this good weather, you know, motherfuckers smoking good. You chopping it up with, you know, somebody. Listen, man, 9 times out of 10 is gonna lead to some fucking in California. That's just how it is. I'm just being honest, bro. You know, with all due respect, we gonna.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, it's free spirit.
Home of the free spirits.
You know, and you know, a lot of people out here living that moment. You feel me?
They stood by that, bro, and I didn't say. I was like, damn, for real. Everything they was saying, I was just like, bam. I didn't have no defense, man. I was like, man, I know some beautiful women out here that's not fucking with y'all. I'm like, man, wait till it. I'm like, all right, man, fuck it. So what's your observation and opinion on our sisters, brother?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All shades
Museum.
and colors. I don't care. Black, brown, light brown, chocolate. I seen something yesterday that just looked like the definition of melanin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, you know, like, shout out to that. Listen, bro.
You're the definition of melanin.
Listen.
Oh, my God.
Listen, shout out to Black on the Block. Black
Definitely saw the
on
Instagram.
The block.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, wow.
What was that?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know what it was till after y'all left, and then I looked it up. I'm like, no, you posted it. And then I clicked their page. I'm like, hold on. What the fuck is Blacks on the Block?
Listen, bro. Black on the Block. Shout out to the organizers, the people that put that together, the vendors, all the people there. To my knowledge, it was incident free. And I salute LA on that. That's growth and development.
Incident
you know what I'm
free.
saying? So, for real, but I never seen so many beautiful women in one vicinity. Like, no bullshit. I can't make this up. You know, I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of things, but it just felt like a beautiful woman's paradise in there. Like, all that melanin in there. You know what I'm saying?
You're a single man, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and a single man with all them baskets to shoot at, how do you navigate? Go.
How do I navigate? Me personally, I like eye contact. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm considering or hollering at a woman and we make that eye contact and it looks inviting, I know I can have a conversation.
What does inviting eye contact look like?
Come talk to me. You know, a lot of communication is nonverbal.
Amen.
Yep,
So is it like an eyebrow raise, or is it like a wink, or is it
it's
like a?
It's like a, I don't mind you coming to shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind you coming to shoot your shot.
All right, so you got the eye contact, and then what? Go.
You get the eye contact. I want to know your name. I'm gonna tell you my name.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you where I'm from. I want to know where you from. You know, the first general conversation.
See them out of towners shit. Like, where you from? I'm not from here. That's gonna easily.
Well, you know,
Cheating.
Let's just do it not for an out of towner, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's look at it like that. Greetings, names. This shit should not even really be over like 2 minutes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you don't ever want to hold it.
Hijack, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Especially at events like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get to know you. I'm a man. I don't even care if you got a boyfriend, because you telling me you got a boyfriend, and that don't even sound like it's solidified. You know what I'm saying? You got a boy and a friend. You don't even got a confidant. You don't even got a grown
wanting
man.
that boyfriend title, though. They be wanting that.
Like,
don't shit on the boyfriend where you gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, it's like, you know, with all due respect, if a woman tell me she got a boyfriend, I kind of look at you immature.
Oh,
you know
God,
what I'm saying?
You either my wife or we not there yet. Facts. Agreed.
So if I hear that, I'll continue sometimes and still, you know what I'm saying, because you got a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? If I exchange contact with her, it's like, okay, that's cool, but I prefer you to be single. I prefer you to be 100% single. I'm not no home wrecker or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We be on the same page, but it should never be no more than 2 minutes. You need to express, you know, what you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to tell all your business, but you got to tell what you do so she can get a gist of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a conversation with somebody, y'all walking off, and you don't remember nothing about that person. Remember, I told you that first impression, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't get her communication, she's going to compliment me at the end. Like, oh, well, you know what? That was so sweet, or, you know, that was nice or whatnot. And, oh, that was cool. I like the way you talked to me, but, you know, I got a man or a boy, you know, a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
boyfriend,
saying?
you know, that's the
boyfriend,
one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all, bro. You got to be yourself, most importantly. That's what people don't do. Be their self. I can't be nobody else. Everybody is a one-on-one, but everybody don't know that. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's a one-on-one, but everybody don't know that because everybody don't want to be themselves.
Because everybody don't want to. Hey, Monty Moo, come get this nigga, Monty Moo. Monty Moo. Hey, come get bro right now, dog. Niggas, what is up with these niggas from the mill, bro? Once these niggas start dressing better, I may be scared, my nigga, but we got him yet. We got him. Monty Moo was outside, man. Did y'all see Monty Moo outside?
Monty Moo always outside.
He only outside when y'all here, man. When y'all not here,
Yeah.
Monty Moo inside, man.
Mm-hmm.
We be outside, man.
So me, him, and that brother was at that beautiful event I told you
Mm-hmm.
about, Black on the Block, and you know, us, you know, functioning and you know things of that nature. You know,
Shut the fuck up, bro.
we exchanged some communication. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you what your numbers was. What's your stats yesterday?
My stats.
I was gonna ask you your stats.
Let's just say,
Shut the fuck up, God. What's your stats?
like if it was just like a field goal percentage and shit, right?
Field goal.
You know,
I'm listening.
respectfully though.
Respectfully.
Like I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. I'm single. Like I'm single, so you know, just because we exchange communication, I don't mean we're gonna have sex.
Yes.
You
Ooh.
Not
Fuck.
easy. It ain't easy.
Oh,
champ.
hell no.
It ain't easy out here. It's a little work.
It ain't easy, champ. At the end of the day, just because we exchange communication, that don't mean we gonna have sex.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could have a conversation with you and that shit just turn me off. You know what I'm saying?
Or it could turn into a business.
I might have looked at you in the beginning like in a, you know, like, ooh, damn, she's beautiful, but I have a conversation and get totally turned off. Or I can have a conversation with you that is the beginning of building. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, business, actual plan.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta have sex right now, baby. Let's just see how our minds work together. If this works.
Can
You
I
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
friend? Like, yeah,
Right.
respect. So with the observation of Blacks on the Block,
Mhm.
and you said that was a museum of beautiful,
Yes, it was.
a museum of beauty. Let's
Shout
just
out
leave
to
it
them
like that.
organizers. I don't know them by name, but whoever put that together, shout out to y'all. Y'all
I
the
definitely
truth.
didn't
Y'all
know
the
about
truth.
it at
Like, for
all,
real.
and
Like,
I felt a little like
Yeah.
behind. I was at Berkshire House with Wes B, my nigga. Wow,
I heard that was awesome, too.
museum. Wow, it's a museum outside. I don't know, y'all. So what's your opinion and your observation after going to and experiencing not only life but such a museum of beauty such as this weekend has been? Where do you think? What do you see in our sisters, and what do you think we could correct?
Well, to be honest with you, it was all different walks of life,
Mhm.
and it was all different nationalities. Even though I'm shouting out the melanated women
Yeah.
and shit, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of beauty in there,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, first and foremost. But as far as, you know, what can you change? You know, I'm going to always go back to what I said. Be you at the end of the day. I don't know what phase. I don't know what phase you going
I heard
through.
natural when he said that. Go ahead.
I don't know what phase you're going through in life right now. You know what I'm saying? It may be possible that if you're going through a certain phase and you run into a brother like me, you know what I'm saying, I may can reset your thinking or something like that, get you on the right path and, you know what I'm saying, really say some things to empower you and vice versa, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that come down to.
Be you. That's something I can stand behind righteously.
Absolutely.
All right, so you not biologically a father, but you got a baby mama, right? Things didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all still cool.
Indeed.
Hey, Steve OG, I'm about to go out on a date with this nigga. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Are you potentially sending your baby mama money to go on a date with another nigga from the game-based city that you're from? Go.
Listen. So, in that scenario, you're saying I'm not in a relationship. This is just my baby mother, correct?
It didn't work out. Yeah, it's just
Right.
BM.
At the end of the day, as a man, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to keep that relationship right, just so I can have my good relationship with my child. You understand?
That's a
what I'm
different
saying?
perspective. Okay.
So that's first and foremost. But as far as with giving her a couple dollars to go out, I want you to be happy.
No, not go out,
want you to
nigga.
be
Go
happy.
out on a date with another nigga that could potentially end up and getting dick later. Are you sending her $100 to go make sure she good on a date with another nigga?
Listen, man, as a man, I gotta have my emotions in check at the end of the day. So if I'm sending her somewhere or she's going somewhere, I can't get mad if she's fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 men. We're not together.
You can have your emotions in check without financially investing in that situation, though.
It's not a financial investment. I want you to be
If
happy.
I'm cash apping you $100 to go on a date,
I need you to be mentally right, physically and spiritually if you raising my child, whether we together or not. You know what I'm saying? So if you need your happiness and that's how you channel that, be safe, baby. Here, take a couple dollars. Enjoy yourself. You're the mother of my child. At the end of the day, be happy. I don't care who you going fuck, long as my child is right.
bitches, go
That's
get y'all
it.
Milwaukee nigga, because
That's
I'm
it.
not fucking with it. No. It's a Midwest thing.
Midwest.
Send
Yeah,
that, yeah.
for real though.
I could keep that $100 and spend it on the kid. You could do a lot with $100. If the bitch needed going on a date, she don't need me, right? So why do you need my cash app? If the nigga got,
That's not no tricking shit either, because this is the mother of my child. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but like, hey, I understand if she taking the kid out. I understand if she going out with her friends. I can understand that. But going on a date with a nigga, just be good. Take this $100. Be good. No, I'm good.
Listen here. Listen.
I barely might watch the kid for you, bitch. I might.
I'm going to do me regardless.
Right.
It's respect, but I'm going to do me regardless. I'm going to be so off into my own world that, I just want you to be safe in yours.
I need that $100 in my world.
You understand
though.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That $100, if it's going to contribute to your happiness, go ahead, have a ball.
She's finding happiness with another
Have a
nigga.
ball.
She's about to go seek happiness from another nigga.
Listen, there ain't no guarantee.
That's double happiness.
That don't guarantee. Listen. That nigga may fuck her and she may never hear from that nigga again. That's not no guaranteed happiness.
She gonna fuck a
or
nigga
vice versa.
with your $100 in her purse.
She might be so geeked up to go on a date and the sex be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that factors into these situations I don't think people explore mentally. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. All the factors that I explored ain't worth sending 100. Like, bitch, enjoy yourself. All due respect, enjoy yourself. I love you, whatever. Go be safe. But I ain't about to. Hey, go be safe. I love you. You my mom, baby. I'll be like, here go 100.
Listen,
Like, that's a little bit city of
listen.
game for me.
Now let me explain something to you. Now I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if this woman that you didn't want to give $100 to, who's the mother of your child, happens to come into a financial blessing where she get blessed with 15, 20,000? The first thing she gonna think about, this nigga ain't want to give me $100. I ain't giving him shit. You understand what I'm saying?
In that,
listen,
you can
listen. Let me finish. If I'm giving you $100 to contribute to your happiness, and you're the mother of my child, and you come into your financial blessing as a woman, you're gonna look out for me. You understand? Like, you're gonna look out for me.
So it's like insurance.
It's stand-up women out here, bro, that put a real man on his feet if they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want nothing to be small to interfere with something that's big that can benefit the both of you.
I hear you loud and clear. Like, I hear you. Of course, bro. I gotta process. I gotta understand. That's just, I have to do that before I speak. I gotta do it. But I hear you. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get a massage. I'm gonna contribute to your happiness. But the date, I'm not contributing to that happiness. I can contribute. There's other ways to contribute to happiness, particular to that scenario.
I would say, pardon me, brother, that's not a consistent thing. Like, I'm looking out for you every time you go on a date. That's I fuck with
I'm just
you.
saying it sounded like a normal thing. When I heard this scenario, this sounded so normal. I'm like, this is not a normal thing.
It's not a consistent thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck with you as an individual, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a woman I deal with, you know what I'm saying? It's a brother I'm cool with. We grew up together. We got that kind of relationship. if I'm giving you $100, bro, and that contributes to your happiness and joy in life, that's good with me. You know what I'm saying? I might not be rich, but I could bless
When
you
you
some
say
kind
it
of
like
way.
that on some homie shit, like, hey, bro, I'm about to go on a date with a girl. Let me get 100. Cool. That's your, at that point, your baby mama will be the homie.
I got brothers of mine who done asked me, like, bro, I need a couple dollars. I'm going out. What's your cash at, bro? I'm sending that. Go out, brother. That's going to contribute to your happiness. I just hope that she a woman of substance. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that there's something to come of that, you know?
And he know mine is a woman of substance.
Go ahead, man. Hey, one thing about it, two things. One thing about it, two things for sure.
I wasn't trying to laugh. Shut the fuck up, hey.
Ain't no emotionalism going on. No emotionalism going on.
No emotionalism.
If you gonna do you, if you gonna do you, just know I'ma do me. Like, for real. You gonna feel it. Like, she gonna be cuter, badder. You know what I'm saying? Don't do those kind of games. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, for real. Like, I'm dead serious. Humbly and respectfully, though. Like, straight up.
What the fuck is going on in Milwaukee, man? Is y'all water good? Y'all close to Flint? Y'all good? These niggas is solid.
That's that Lake Michigan.
God damn.
No, we ain't sipping that. We sipping good water.
No emotionalism. What the fuck did this nigga just say? Oh my God, man. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. So let's just potentially set this up. A queen. You're single now. What are the requirements for the King Steve OG to make a woman, a sister, a queen?
Man, to be honest with you, bro, at the end of the day, I'm a man before anything.
Speaking to the mic.
Okay, at the end of the day.
You can move it closer to you.
Okay.
Like,
at the end of the day, I'm a man before anything, right? So I'm a simple man in a sense where, like, a woman don't gotta be no supermodel, but she does have to have beauty to her. She does have to have a natural, organic spirit, bro. And when I say a natural, organic spirit, you may have been through some shit in your past life. I can't judge you for that, but you finding correction right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you on that because I used to fuck up in my earlier life. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a what I would say a color preference, like, oh, I like light skins or dark skins or caramel skins or nothing. I love beauty. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a woman to be herself, preferably.
you said be
preferably,
you. Yeah.
organic. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, express yourself in a respectful manner. Be able to build with me. Know when it's time for you to be a woman. I'm going to respect you in every facet, but don't talk to me disrespectfully. I'm solution-oriented. Let's figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
What the this nigga get ass. Hold on. Let me just ask this. Ask this. In a museum of beauty, right?
Right.
When, where, how are you gonna be like, you know what? These streets ain't for me. I'm about to settle down. Like, what's it gonna take for you to do that? Like, a single man. Speak in generality if you can.
As a single man, you know, like I said,
I'm done with these hoes. I'm turning it in.
At the end of the day, you know, and I'm speaking for every single man, no matter the
I'm
financial
listening.
bracket. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna need a woman to jam with. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? I don't care
Well said.
how P you are, how knackish you are. You know what I'm saying? You gonna need a woman to jam with. You got veteran pimps who settle down with their bottom woman, the woman that been with them the longest. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need that.
The
you
longest.
You're going to need that balance. Yeah, the longest. I'm talking about. I'm talking. Listen. I'm talking about pain, adversity. Y'all done been through some things together. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people like finished products. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people feel like they're entitled to certain things and they haven't even been through shit with that person. You understand what I'm saying?
Keep going, nigga.
At the end of the day, all it takes is a beautiful woman, goal-driven, you know what I'm saying, and a woman who sees herself bearing children, but not only bearing children, but
rearing them too, yeah.
But raising children,
yeah.
And, you know, really looking into the longevity. I don't want to bump into you and it be a momentary thing. I don't got time for that. I'm doing too much in my life for it to be momentary. So if you want to fuck with me, you got to be vocal about that too, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't play mind games. You know, I don't do the mind games. The door is always open for communication.
Always open.
Always
well said.
open.
Always.
Always open. As a man, like, I can sit down with anybody, but I can sit down with my woman or a woman that I want to be with and I see in my future. So as a man, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, no woman can do that to me, or realistically, every man needs a woman. I don't care what lifestyle you live in. You know what I mean?
To jam with, he said. I ain't never heard that. To jam with? I want to jam with you? That's kind of fire. I may have to put that in a hook or two. Last thing, for sure. You see where we at? Real quick, man. I don't know why I kick it with this nigga, but I do. I don't know why you kick it with this nigga, but I get why we kick it with this nigga.
Listen, man. That's my brother.
He cool.
Listen, man.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, me and this man that took penitentiary chances. You understand what I'm saying?
Different kind of friend.
That's my brother.
Brother, say less.
You know what I'm saying? Look, so
love it.
We took penitentiary chances together. We done lived in different cities together. We've been doing this thing here you call music, for a very long time and touching people all over. We came from an era where you was basically selling your shit out of the trunk. So when you be like, you commend them for those great people skills and not, being afraid to walk up to the beautifulest women in the vicinity, you're right, and have like $10 in your pocket, right? You know what I'm saying? And just coming with your confidence as a man. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that me and him was doing from city to city. At the same time, promoting his music out the trunk because we've been independent with everything we do. Locked in the Game always came out of pocket. We never had a sponsor. We never even had no non-profit contribution. You understand what I'm saying? Everything we did been out of the pocket, you know what I'm saying? With that dedication, you know what I'm saying, and moving around like that, it seasoned us to deal with different lifestyles. And it seasoned us to go in. We see a woman like, bro, you want her? Go get her. Fuck it, we both going over there. She got a badass friend. We both going over there. I just seen the nigga she was talking to. I know I got a shot.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That'd be the lie. Like what?
And I'm not trying to bash nobody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, at the end of the day, you are who you are. We all got gifts. We all got God-given gifts. A lot of people just don't tap in with their shit. And when you tap in with your shit, that shit flow. That shit flow. People gravitate to you. You understand what I'm saying?
I still don't fuck with you, man. I don't give a fuck what this nigga say. I don't care city to city. I don't. But last and if you want to get up, grab the mic and really break this down. But this nigga, one thing I left out in the episode where he was on this motherfucker is where we discussed the difference between what was it, tricking and paying for entertainment. Tricking. Between the difference between pimping, the difference between tricking and paying money for entertainment. What's your opinion on that? Do you understand the difference, or is there a difference?
Well, let me break something down to you. Everybody got their own different opinions on that. My opinion differs, you know what I'm saying, but slightly and the same in some instances. Some instances of what he's saying, I agree with, and some instances I disagree with. I feel like that it's ultimately on the relationship you have with that woman. If this is a woman that I fuck with and I'm fucking on you and all that shit like that, no matter the title, I'm gonna make sure you straight anyway. When I say make sure you straight, I'm not tricking. I'm just, like shit, if you need something, I fuck with you. And I hope it's like that on, vice versa.
Both
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a part of building a relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And relationships run the world. Relationships are worth more than money. So if I'm linking up with the right person, I'm treating that right person good, karmically my life is going to be better. You know what I'm saying? So as far as tricking, I'll give you an example of tricking, right? I'm working in a factory and shit, 10, 12 hours and shit. I get this motherfucking check. It's $1,200. This how this shit be. Like, I'll give you a Milwaukee scenario. We got a lot of factories. It's a blue-collar city, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas work and get out the mud, whether they hustling or working, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if I got a $1,200 check, and you understand me, I'm taking this bitch out, and I'm spending $900, $1,000 out of this check. Yeah, you done trick. If you spending hundreds on this and all that, especially if your kids ain't taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you tricking, especially if you ain't got no relationship with her like that. Me personally, I'm not gonna have you experience my life experiences. I don't feel like we have that relationship like that. When I say relationship, it ain't that title, that boyfriend man shit. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. That's it. That's it. One thing about it, and two things for sure, like women that I done dealt with in my life, they know like Steve gonna tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whether I like it or not, Steve gonna tell me the truth. And he gonna come off like a gentleman. He's never gonna disrespect me, but he's gonna tell me what it is. So if you think it's a relationship and it's not a relationship, I'm gonna let you know it's not a relationship. And I always remember, you know, sometimes you go into these situationships and shit like that where the woman may think like, you know, we gon' like she may tell the man like, don't get attached to me, you know, that this ain't that, you know. Like it's some cold women out here. It's some women that's gamed up. Don't sleep on that. You know what I'm saying? There's man eaters. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, man. Like shit goes both ways, bro. We all human. I don't give a fuck how tough you is, how many bodies you got. Niggas got feelings. A lot of shooters are emotional, my nigga. That's a fact.
Facts.
City to city. You understand what I'm saying?
What's up with this nigga, dog?
Number, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's it.
Hey, tell him the story how we met, though, to show you the person in our life who real significant to us. Tell us the story how we met.
Let me give you this story. This ain't no cut on this shit, nothing. You know, we make it plain, and I'm gonna let you know how this went. Truthfully. You understand? When I say earlier, we just spoke on this, how music plays a part in my life. You know what I'm saying? I done met some of the most important people in my life through music. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I came into a classroom, young nigga, on parole. You know what I'm saying?
Keep in mind, he met me at a time when I was finding myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who I was still developing confidence. So that's the role he played in my life, and keep going.
I met this brother. I seen something in this brother. We bonded through music. I had a Tupac shirt on. Nigga, I had a Tupac shirt on, nigga. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I had on a Nietzsche. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Nietzsche.
I had on the Nietzsche with the forces, because I'm from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And at that time, bro, like, where the fuck you get that shirt from? I'm like, shit, I got it from Silver Star. Shout out Silver Star. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what other shirts you see? I said, I seen Pun. Rest in peace, Big Pun. I seen Biggie, rest in peace, the notorious Big. I ain't listen, because people ain't in my top 5. Let's, you know, that
Yeah.
disrespect at the end of the day. But I seen the Pac though, Sky Blue and Black.
Number
you
one.
know what I'm saying? I got to have that. I got that. You know what I'm saying? I got that. You know what I'm saying? And when I met this brother, we talking about Pac. I go to this brother and I see his music collection. Oh, nigga, you like the same shit I like. You know what I'm saying? You damn near growing up on the same shit that I'm growing up on. You know what I'm saying? We bonded through music. This brother had leadership qualities in him and he didn't even know it. I always encourage him like I encourage anybody that I run into, bro, be yourself. You gonna shine like the star you naturally are. Like it's in you, not on you. We all got gifts. This brother rapped for me. I wasn't rapping at the time. This nigga, you know, spit some shit for me called Fuck School. You know what I'm saying? And we in the mall and shit, skipping. You know what I'm saying? He spit it to me and shit. I'm like, nigga, that shit cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with this shit right here. But I'm like, nigga, you don't want to spit that shit for everybody? You don't want everybody here? I said, well, fuck everybody. Focus on the world. You know what I'm saying? This type of shit. And from that point on, you know what I'm saying, bro was influencing me to put that pen to work. Bro was providing me with certain albums that I wasn't up on at that time. You feel me? Like certain shit I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? To not just be a better writer. No, not just to be a better rapper, but to be a better writer, period, bro. It's artists that have influenced me to write. I don't just write raps. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of dealings. I write all the time. I'm in a community. I express what we do through writing. You know what I'm saying? Shit got to be detailed. You know what I'm saying? And rap and music helped me with that. So when we talk about music bringing people together, music brought us together. And not only that, you know what I'm saying, pain, blood, sweat, and tears. We put in a lot of work in music and also other shit, just to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? From city to city. You know what I'm saying? Fearless, though. You know what I'm saying? We done been in spots where, you know, it's been fucked up. Like, if me and bro don't make a certain amount of money, we may not eat tonight. You understand? Well, we can't call no family because we in this city by ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So what we on, bro? We got to eat tonight. What we got to do? You know what I'm saying? Me and this man that came together with nothing and made something many times, as we still are. You know what I'm saying? Every day it's getting better and better. And, you know, through loyalty, dedication, never switching up, doing no phony, weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Cherish those kind of people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Cherish people in your life. You know what I'm saying? The solid, cherish them because it's rare, bro, at the end of the day.
That was well said, man. Give me something, man. Anything you want to end on, the floor is yours.
Oh, man.
We done covered everything.
We covered
man.
a lot. We covered a lot. We covered a lot. First and foremost, shout out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. The whole entire city, man. The north side, south side, east side. You know what I mean? All parts, west side. At the end of the day, my city made me. My city instilled a toughness in me. You know what I'm saying? And a discipline in me. You know what I'm saying? And to be fearless in me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it up to my city, first and foremost. I got to give it up to the Locked in the Game family. You understand what I'm saying? I got to give it up to King Keese. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Known Self, Brother Akil, Carter Crack, Mikey Carter. You know what I'm saying? I got to shout them out most importantly. Shout out to Brother Ajamu, too, Heal the Hood. Musically, I'll be coming out with something called Stevo's Way, you know, EP.
You do not be in no studio. I don't see nothing with you in the studio, nigga.
Listen. Listen, man. Gangsters move in silence. You move in silence and let the people see how loud your moves are. That's always been my mentality, you know what I'm saying? And you get results like that. Everything ain't for everybody to know. But we've been cooking, bro.
When was the last time you was in the studio?
We 12 songs deep.
Whoa.
And let me explain something to you, man.
Whoa.
I don't just rap. I'm a whole community leader. I just had a meeting with the governor and the mayor last week.
What the fuck?
This real life.
Hold on, but that's too silent. I can't get a picture of you and the governor?
No, you're not going to get. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't even like that kind of attention.
That's what he do.
Yeah. So that's we don't do this for clout. We don't do this for attention. We do this from the heart. We do this for our people, wherever we are, whether it be LA, Milwaukee, Chicago. I don't give a fuck, Atlanta, Detroit, wherever we are, we going to do it for the people. And that's the ultimate goal and that's the ultimate vision, to link with like-minded brothers and sisters around the country who are interested in bringing resources to their community. Not just resources, but, you know, instilling some kind of love, you know what I'm saying, into their community and some kind of pride within their community, no matter the coast, no matter the car, no matter the set, the gang, the nation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we all one. We're going to be tribal by nature, but we all one. And that's the message I want to leave y'all with. Locked in the Game, man. Steve O.G., Almighty Khan. That's the business.
Hey, man. I love you. God love you. There's nothing you could do about it. We had a hell of a show today, dog. I need to roll a blunt, man. Hey, 6, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Out right now. Go stream that. I'm going to split these episodes up, so give me a few days while they load. I'm going to put Greg on one, and then I'm going to put my nigga Steve on the next one. So we're going to split them up so we can get our clips and get our separate little audiences cracking like that. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I think we just solidified March for Motherhood. We definitely did that. August Fest, Heal the Hood is definitely end of August. Usually right, because y'all do backpacks and all that stuff too, right? All right, for sure. So we're going to make sure we find Guy Talk, find a way to promote. We're going to make sure we kind of collaborate through August Fest and all that. We'll do it like that because this L.A. to Milwaukee connection is really serious, man. And I seen y'all getting a lot of love. A lot of Milwaukee niggas out on Juneteenth. I seen y'all knew a lot of people.
Indeed.
The dude with the Dodger shirt? And Moo ran into some niggas from Milwaukee knew Moo too, and they knew the nigga in the Dodgers shirt. So y'all niggas is out here, man, and y'all really making impact. I appreciate y'all both for standing behind me and supporting our righteousness together. March for Father's Hood, God Talk Live. I'll see y'all on Wednesday, man. We up out of here.
Another day without hoes.
Hey, remember that girl from the mall yesterday, though?
Light skin.
I know you thought she was bad.
Yeah, she was a little bad.
She got hella friends, so we can call them motherfuckers, something come up here, we can turn up
right now.
Right now.
Yeah, they not fucking with us, bro.
Nigga, they gon' fuck with us, nigga. Bet I call.
They not fucking with who?
Nigga, all I'ma say is.
Well, let me see what you
hey,
pull
we
off.
got Stephen G on here.
Nah, don't say that.
Go by. That's why. X. Better watch your bitch. Yeah, yeah. You can come, but hey, the homies is here for the side. Bring your crew.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if my homies can't have none.
Ain't no party like a Midwest party, cause a Midwest party don't stop. We could be friends, switch